is a place very far from this world. And the only way you can get there is through music. Remember, only music can set you free and fill you with energy to life. Be prepared for a new music transformation, and in a moment, you will be transported to this place. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Agitate the Airwaves. Welcome to my world of hands-up music.
Have you ever watched the sun go down and you're thinking about the world spinning round? Have you ever been high as fuck? You're in the bathroom mirror talking to yourself, and your dog's looking at you like you need help. Have you ever been high as fuck? Then you feel your heart pumping really fast, and you're convinced that you're gonna have a heart attack. Have you ever been high as fuck? You close your eyes and you're on a chicken farm. The only problem's that the chickens have human arms. You say that's fucked up, why do the chickens have human arms? You need snacks, so you walk to the corner store, but you're scared because you think that they will know you're high. So you walk around the block to buy some time. You finally decide to go in the store, but you're so high you don't know why you're there anymore. So you just buy a pack of gum, get the hell out of there. You're walking home and your mouth is dry. You should have bought some juice and snacks, but you were too high. Thinking about ketchup chips, and for some reason the game Battleship.
You start thinking about how fun it was to play games like Battleship when you're a kid, and how as we get older we forget how to play and just to enjoy ourselves. So you say, guess what, I'm going to make up a game right now, and it involves a baseball bat and a porcupine, and I'm going to try to kill a porcupine with a baseball bat, but then you don't know where to find the porcupine, so you go on eBay and you do a search, but people don't sell porcupines on the internet, and you say, you know what, world, you got me cornered again, I'm going to roll another joint.
You ever eat a whole bag of crackers that were so old that they weren't crispy anymore? Have you ever been high as fuck?
Welcome to Agitate the Airwaves.
Yes, welcome.
Live.
From Sonny's Bar.
Hang on. Our sound is fucked.
Oh. Our sound is...
There we go.
There we go. From
there
Sonny's Bar.
Sonny's Bar in Overland at 9728 Lackland Road.
Lackland Road.
So,
hey.
Shout out to our sponsors. Sonny's Bar, Motor City Auto Sales, Andrew Alonso,
Scoopin'.
excellent service, 314-880-2013.
He has all sorts of cars. You need a car, he can sell you one. Bad
or two
finance,
or three, however you want.
Bad credit, he can make it happen.
Word. And shout out to our other sponsor, Scoop and Poop Chinese. Yeah.
And Pretzel City Pretzels.
What's this? That's Poop and Scoop Chinese.
That's American humor, my friend. There we go.
Well, no, that's their slogan. Scoop and poop Chinese. That's their commercial. You should have seen it on Channel 11. Comes on at like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh man, General Chow's laxative chicken is just amazing.
Yeah, that's the best one.
Right.
It's General Chow's laxative chicken.
Yeah.
It's their secret recipe includes
Cranberry juice,
and that X-Lax.
Yep. Yeah. Anyways, Travis, how has your week been? We've been pretty busy. We just had
it's been a
boxing
roller
event,
coaster.
right?
Yeah, but last night was freaking awesome at St. Charles at the Olympia auditorium or some shit.
Airplane hangar.
Just look it up. Yeah, it's basically that's what it is.
It is an airplane hangar.
But it's fucking so like they had a boxing event.
Okay.
We had some rappers out there representing the local music scene on behalf of Agitate the Airwaves. We had Retro Champ performed, Hitman Yates performed, Frost Money performed, and Preach performed. Then we had a impromptu set by Priceless Lion.
Ooh.
And Frankie G performed.
So a bunch of people performed. A lot of people got punched.
Actually, shout out to my boy Jesse Conaway. I went to college with the dude.
Nice.
Didn't even know he was on the bill or on the card.
Nice.
Until yesterday, right
Whoa.
before I went. Get there, he was the co-main event. This dude literally punched this dude so hard in the face that the dude quit the fight. He won by abandonment.
I don't know if that's something to be proud of or something like, man, I wanted to finish that fight, you know?
You made someone quit.
Yeah.
He threw in the towel.
I made someone quit.
He got punched, climbed out of the ring, and refused to get back.
Oh my gosh! There you go. So it was a real good time. That's always good to hear.
Definitely.
So we got a good show coming up today. We have some bands coming out, including
we got Inner Outlines, and Soloman Crowe coming in.
There we go.
Word.
And for now, we're just going to talk about what we got coming up and some couple things going on in the music scene.
Again, but real quick,
one
more time, shout out to Scoop and Poop Chinese food.
And Pretzel City Pretzels for that one free pretzel you gave us. There we
They
go.
use that goat cheese.
They do. Okay. They sure did.
You know what that goat cheese makes you do?
So right now, for our listeners who are loving the fart noises, if you want to go ahead and support Agitate the Airwaves, the best thing to do is to go on Facebook, go to
our page,
and then we have a link there that goes to
fundraiser, or you can vote for us too. You can do. There's so many ways you can support us.
We are
right now.
up for an award for St. Louis's best podcast.
Best way to get to that though is just go to Rock University Festival on Facebook.
There you
go to their page, scroll down a little bit to the best podcast category post, and vote for ATA.
Yep.
Boom.
There you go.
Award show is a week from tomorrow. We want to win that award.
We're gonna wear tuxedos. You know what? If we get 20 more votes in the next hour, I will paint my face like a juggalo and show up.
Vagina oil?
The juggalo.
Oh,
yeah,
I thought you said
face.
you'll paint your face with vagina oil.
No. That's
wow.
Well, no.
That's kind of the same thing though.
No. But yeah. If we get 20 more votes by the end of the hour, I will paint my face as a juggalo during the award ceremonies. And you will get frosted tips, right, Travis?
Maybe.
Okay, there we go. That's a way to do it. So we have a couple shows coming up. We have a show. We both have a show tonight.
Yeah, so don't go to his, come to mine.
Okay. Well, they're in different cities or different states. So
True.
Yeah.
True. So if you want to laugh and see some amazing music, you can come down to Sonny's Bar, 9728 Lackham Road here in Overland, Missouri, 63114. We got a comedy show called the Comedy Danger Zone featuring Tommy Dangerfield, as well as musical performance headlining by Rip James. Funny story, well, not funny story, cool story about Rip James, since you were talking about Juggalo paint. He will actually be performing at the Gathering of the Juggalos this year.
Dang.
Which is pretty cool for a local act to be able to do something like that, because that is like the Warped Tour. Actually, that's like the Woodstock of Juggalos. Hey.
Yeah.
Get off your phone.
I'm trying to find my show.
Oh,
There it is.
dang. I already know.
Well,
Here,
no.
I'll tell you, it's Isham at Pops.
It's Isham at Pops. Doors are at 7.
Speaking of Juggalos.
Yes, speaking of that, the OG Juggalo is going to be there with POW, a person who I'm not happy with, Sawblade, Scene Lock, Mr. Green, Morgue Mob, Oddity, and Archetype.
Will Sawblade be there?
Yes.
We will see.
He will be there.
Oh,
He's
he
a
got
good-
out?
Yeah. He's good. Yeah, and somehow the other guy somehow got arrested for a warrant and somehow got out within 4 hours. Amazing. That makes sense. 'Cause when you get
You're going to
arrested...
get him beat up.
Huh?
You're going to get him beat up.
I don't care.
People are going to think he's a snitch.
He is a snitch.
Oh, shit. He snitched on someone to get out.
Uh-huh.
Damn.
Yo.
Yeah, I've had someone get arrested on the way to a show once.
You know, I've had...
He sent us a video of himself in the
it's
back
just-
of a cop car.
I think that AutoZones really need to have like just different shops should have a special like are you a local musician that is on the way to a show? Come on over here because your tire's probably gonna pop, or you can't find a ride, or
It's
you know
true.
it's like always,
yeah.
is that one group.
Always. I mean, I haven't had that many cases of it. I've had people just not show up with no reason. Like, they never even told me why they didn't
Yeah.
show up. I never heard from them ever again in their life.
It's fun when they advertise. They're like, "Yeah, I'm so stoked," and they just don't show up. It's like, man, like, why?
right.
You're not doing yourself any favors.
Right. Douchebags.
So, Travis, what is your opinion? You know, as you know, our shows and a lot of shows require people to move some tickets because it helps pay for
Right.
the talent, the venue, the engineer, the DJ, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts if an artist just is irresponsible, loses the money for that stuff? Do you think he should still be, or she should still be able to should still compensate for that, or
The way I think it depends on the person. I think it's a case-by-case instance. For instance, Mr. Frost Money twice now has lost tickets, but I know for a fact that he's not like
Sure.
giving them away or anything like that.
Sure.
So I think it just depends on the person, and if you know the person well enough to know like what their intentions are and shit like that. But yeah, like if it's someone who's continuously fucking up,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I agree. Yeah,
Well,
I think you should be responsible
I just see
for
it
them.
if you're flaunting on social media. Yeah, I'm almost out of tickets. Hey, I've sold this many to
and then
directly.
you claim you
And
lost
then,
them.
and then you claim that you lost all the money for it. That you get, I don't know. Somehow you get arrested for a warrant, and then they just take your money. Wait, that's how that works. I didn't realize that.
Right.
Yeah. And then they, boom.
Right, because that's
It's like, no.
essentially
You're responsible for that.
He's basically comping people.
Oh yeah, he's copying people.
Yeah.
And it's going to suck for those people who are going to show up because his name's on those tickets. And this is for the Tonight Show.
You're gonna avoid them.
They're going to be like, sorry, your boy fucked up. Like, you're going to have to pay again to get in, and it's going to be door prices, too.
Talk to
It's
your boy.
It's unfortunate.
Talk
but,
to your boy. Did you tell him that?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I'm direct. I am,
That's
erect.
right. Whoa.
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 Yeah.
Where are the white women at?
Yeah.
Where the white women at?
Where are they at? So we have Travis.
Yeah, I'm here. We have a Travis.
So we have Travis. So I read this article earlier by KMOV. KMOX,
man.
one of the fucking letters, that says St. Louisans have the most sexiest accent in the Midwest.
Oh, yeah.
What are your
Well,
thoughts on that?
I know I do.
Really?
That's about it. That's everything. That's all I got.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I would think.
I mean, I don't know. I don't even see how like we sound different than anyone else.
Yeah, because we're used to our own accents.
Those freaking British people, they're the ones that sound weird. You know, the creepiest accent on a child is a British accent. British kids are creepy. That's why they always play children, like they're always in the horror movies, and it's always creepy children. We have a guest out of nowhere.
Oh, hello. We have a British fellow with us. Yeah.
He's not British.
My name is Rob.
Rob. We got Rob. Rob. All right.
Rob, how you doing today?
I couldn't ask for a better day. Sunnies, the barbecue, everything, the beer, everything's good.
Check.
Wonderful.
You didn't hear
So,
that?
I did hear that. No, you had. No, I can't. They can't hear me. I just gave you my
It's
microphone.
a microphone.
Yeah. So Rob,
Talking.
have you been to any concerts lately? Any shows? Have you been here for any shows?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what shows?
What show?
Here at
Yeah,
I
what show
go
have you
up to
been?
Sunny's 2 or 3 times a week, but
But what show have you been to here?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't see any shows up here because I have to work the second shift.
Well, what I would say. Oh,
okay.
that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Party at
So are you working tonight?
It's Saturday. Hell no.
Well, I do my shows on Saturday nights
You gotta
every
come on
fucking time
out.
I do a show here.
Yeah. It's
All
gonna be
right.
a comedy show.
It's a comedy show. So
He's
I
gonna do
expect to see
comedy.
Rob here tonight. Show starts at 8 o'clock. All right.
Travis is gonna be there.
If I don't see Rob here tonight, boy, Rob's going to be part of my comedy set.
What are you gonna say? Can I help you?
I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to say. That would.
He's
Why
gonna
would I
spoil the
say?
show.
Why would I say my material on air so that people have no reason to come out and hear live? But if you're not here, you're going to be the butt of my jokes.
Oh, the butt part.
Yeah, the butt part. I love the butt part. So Rob,
just don't know
Yes,
Rob.
the butt part.
tell us a little bit about your music history. Did you ever play an instrument? Have you ever?
Drums.
You have?
Yeah.
What did you play?
Drums.
You played
Drums.
the drums? Okay. What type of? Were you in a group or?
Okay, back in the
Going with it. What is that?
Here, get closer to you.
Leftovers.
All right, Casey used to have a section where they had the. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Excuse me, but Casey had a thing where they had
Who?
Casey.
Casey and JoJo. I love that. I love that group.
Okay.
Casey.
you know Do you know the original DJ from?
Casey and JoJo.
Yeah, Casey.
Casey and JoJo.
DJ Casey.
Her first.
Women were in radio back then. I thought it was all misogynistic back then.
I don't know. All right, so you were playing drums and you were with Casey for a little bit. You were on Casey, or you performed on one of their shows?
No, my buddies had a band.
A friend of a friend.
Oh, gotcha.
Tour.
A friend of a friend's
Got
brother's
$5,000
sister
for
was a DJ at KC.
I gotcha.
called,
So
the Moonshine album.
the Moonshine album, I see.
The first one. Keith Woods, Steve Woods, Robbie.
I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea about anything you're talking about right now.
But that's okay.
I'm talking about like 1975. 76.
Oh, I see.
Oh, the good old days.
It was good. Oh, I like 75. That's a good number, honestly.
It's 70. Yeah, it's like 3/4, man.
Well, it's like you're almost to 100, but like
It's
you're
3/4.
past 50.
Yeah,
But I mean, it's close to 69.
it's a passing grade. It's a passing grade.
Absolutely.
That was my average in high school.
So, Rob, what is your opinion of the state of the local scene here in St. Louis?
Sammy?
The local
State of
scene,
the local music
the
scene.
local musicians here in town. What are your thoughts?
Oh, man, I love it.
Yeah.
They are great.
What's the last local show you went to?
Missouri Bottom Band.
The Three Bottom Band.
Missouri Bottom Band.
Missouri Bottom Band.
Down at Lackland Inn.
Okay.
They were awesome.
They're like what?
What are some of their lyrics?
Nice.
So yeah, a lot good. They're big with drums and.
These
No,
guys didn't even need a
They
drum.
didn't. No, it was all voice.
Like,
Yeah.
but if he wanted a set, he had a set. He could come in there with it too. You know what I'm talking about? That's what
Hey,
I'm
do you know who
talking
Beetlejuice is?
I didn't
From the
know
Howard
Be-
Stern Show?
Yeah. I know Beetlejuice.
That's all.
Oh, okay.
Come on, guys, give me some.
Okay, so what is your opinion between how Kiss is actually going to be? Do you think this is Kiss's final world tour, or do you think they're going to keep going again? Because there's been a couple of world tours where they're like, this is our final one.
How many times did the Rolling Stones do the last tour?
I'm actually not sure on that one.
Gene Simmons, as long as he doesn't break his penis, he'll be all right.
Did you
I
see
don't know nothing about his
Gene
penis.
Simmons? Simmons. Did you see that
Gene Simmons!
No, did you see actually that he one of his shows on this tour, his hair caught on fire from the pyrotechnics?
That's rock and roll as fuck.
Yeah, his hair caught on fire. He didn't even move. One of the technicians
Was
came
that
out.
Michael
Stage
Well,
Jackson?
his hair is basically like...
No, it was like the
Kindle.
sparks that shot up, and his hair caught on fire in the middle of him singing. I think it was Dr. Love, and like one of the technicians just went out and just patted it off, and he didn't even move. That was awesome.
Was you watching the
where the
Pepsi
white
Cola
women at?
thing from Michael
At
Jackson?
this moment, he
I don't
knew.
ever remember.
He fucked up.
I like. That's the perfect one.
Hey, where the white women at?
What's
we
that?
don't got you. What are you talking about? Oh, you're trying to talk to us?
Okay.
What's up?
So what?
I'm answering your question.
So
You're
what
asking us questions?
What is your thoughts about? Do you think this is Kiss's final world tour?
Hell no.
No. Okay. What do you think will be the end of him?
When
Gene
one of
Simmons
them
breaking his
dies.
penis.
Gene Seaman.
Gene Simmons breaking his penis.
Hey, you guys slow down.
Okay.
Gene Simmons breaking his penis.
Snap.
Snap.
Okay, you might have something there.
I would be afraid if that's the noise.
That's
that it
when
made.
they would stop doing tours because that's 90% of his tour.
So growing up, what was some of your favorite shows here in St. Louis? Top three.
Top three.
Top
Ted
three.
Nugent,
Ted Nugent. Good old Teddy.
Sammy Hagar.
Sammy Hagar. Okay.
But listen to this.
Okay.
Sammy Hagar
Again.
was behind Ted Nugent.
Oh, so same show.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was a good show.
Sammy Hagar was just coming out.
I see.
So
That's
that was
cool.
fucking cool.
Where was this
That
at?
was really fucking. At the
The
Checkerdome.
amphitheater.
Okay.
Do you remember the Checkerdome?
I remember the Check and Dome. Yeah.
The fuck is
Right,
the
right.
Checkerdome?
At the fucking Checkerdome.
That was around my time, right?
How old are you?
I'm 55.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. I'll give you that. You lying motherfucker.
I was like, damn, he's really going to believe that?
Oh, that'd be damn. Alrighty, so what is so at the Sammy Hagar show, what do you think the drink of choice is for most of people? Like, what is the best way to drink and enjoy Sammy
Sammy
Hagar?
Hagar?
Bush?
Yeah, at Sammy
Bush
Hagar.
beer?
That'd be tequila.
Tequila?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Tequila.
Oh. Well, Ted Nugent would be Bush beer.
Did you hear Ted Nugent?
Ted Nugent.
Did you hear about him? He got arrested not too long ago for trying to, like, bring a live bear from, like, Alaska into Canada.
Do you know what he's got around here, brother? Let me tell you something.
Okay.
Ted Nugent.
He has
He has
A Klan's hood.
wildlife thing
Oh, I did hear about
going
that. Yeah.
on. And people hunt. I got people I work with. They go and they know Ted Nugent.
Yeah,
I
he.
wish I knew Ted Nugent.
I think he did like hog hunting here
Yeah,
not too long
yeah,
ago.
yeah.
Yeah, he helicoptered and just shot a bunch of hogs like in his
Well,
property.
wait a second.
Yeah,
It ain't like that.
That's what
didn't
he did.
murder
It was
him.
kind of like that.
He didn't fucking murder him. He has a resort where he can let people come in and hunt.
well, yeah,
But
but he
they're
to promote it, he was
shipped
showing
in.
some of the video. I remember on YouTube, he was showing these videos of him like you can have a helicopter, you can be on the ground, you can do what you want, and of course, being Ted Nugent, he wanted to be on the helicopter.
I mean, that is pretty cool.
yeah.
All right, we're going to take a short music break, and I got the perfect song.
Okay.
It's hard enough to find the words to say. It's hard to find a way to be okay. A mother's love can never be replaced. But what I wouldn't give for one more day. And I would give my eyes if I could see you one last time. And I would give my arms if I could hold you into mine. And I would give my lungs if I could feel your air inside. Oh, and I would take your place so you could stay the rest of mine. There's nothing I wouldn't give for time. I think about your smile ear to ear. I'll miss you more with every single year. But you made us promise no more tears. Still what I wouldn't give to have you here. Oh, and I would give my voice if I could hear you one last time. And I would give my all to feel your heartbeat next to mine. And I would give my soul if I could ever change God's mind. Oh, and I would take your place so you could stay the rest of mine. There's nothing I wouldn't give for time. And I know you're here with me, forever standing by my side. And I can feel your love every time I close my eyes. And I know there's no more pain and you won't ever have to fight. I know you're here watching over me, 'cause you're the angel in my life. And I know that I will see you in time. I know that I will see you in time.
Welcome back to Agitate the Airwaves.
We're
That was
back.
We the Kings, and we will be seeing them at Warped Tour.
We will. That'll be June 8th. Yep.
June 8th.
June 8th.
So We the Kings, actually, they're really good dudes. I've met them a few times. Charles Trippy, funny, well, not funny, actually, it's very not funny, but interesting thing about Charles Trippy, the bassist for We the Kings, that a lot of people don't know. He is a Guinness world record holder for the most consecutive days vlogging on YouTube with, like, I think he's like 5 years every day.
I don't like that.
And then he also had brain cancer, and whenever he had to have brain surgery, he was like videoing the whole time and uploaded it to YouTube.
Be like, all right, let's see how my head's doing. Whoa,
what did you guys
show that?
He didn't show that, but he was like the whole time they're like poking his brain and shit. He's sitting there talking to the camera.
That's awesome.
So yeah. And then he's been married to also another. This is actually funny. He's been married 3 times, and all 3 times the woman's name was Allie.
That sounds like Ron Swanson.
He's been married to 3 different Allies, but they were all spelled differently.
One with a Y, one with an I, one with an IE.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Cool.
So, like, hopefully we can interview them while we're there, because I know a good amount about most of them, the members of that band. And I know the most about that band out of any band, so it'd be a good interview.
Well, I'm going to ask them about their favorite pretzel toppings.
Yeah, feel free, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think they do love pretzels.
So, Travis, are you soft or a hard pretzel kind of guy?
I'm more flaccid. I like flaccid
Okay,
pretzels.
you like the loosey ones?
Yeah.
All right, so what toppings do you like on your pretzels?
Just salt and cheese, really, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rob, what about you?
I also like the cinnamon sugar ones.
Yeah, those aren't too bad.
Yeah, with the cream,
I like it with salt on it.
with the frosting. You dip that flaccid pretzel in the creamy frosting.
And you put that on your lips.
Yep,
Real good.
Yep.
Rob, what about you? What type of pretzel do you like?
You got to talk into the microphone, sir.
I like them salted and just like you do.
Do you like it flaccid or hard?
All right, it's a pass on that. That's okay.
I like it salted.
You like some
agree.
flaccid, all right.
I like it flaccid too. That's okay. We all do. So,
Do you like them short and fat or long and skinny?
I like it short and fat.
I don't mind.
I hate when there's too much.
Fat's good.
I hate when you find like a stray hair. Like in one, like the guy made
You
it
gotta
from
pick the
Annie
hair out
ants.
of your
It's
teeth.
the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depends on what your definition of fat is.
Do you like them straight or curved? Do you like a little curve to it?
Will you guys let me answer one motherfucking question at a time?
Alrighty, so back on the topic of of music.
Oh,
That's my wife. And she got a lot of boobs.
There we go.
She ain't got no junk in her trunk. But
No, we're having a good time.
Hey,
So
where are
with
the white women at?
so do you have any shows that you're going to recently? Like soon? Are you going to anything? Because I know like Judas Priest is coming to town and like.
motherfuckers, please.
oh, what is he doing? He's scaring me. He's flaunting his cash around. What?
Oh, he has a ticket. Where are you going to?
Oh, he just gave us 2 tickets.
Big Love, a tribute to Fleetwood Mac. Oh, that's awesome.
Nice. We're going to a tribute to Bob Seger. He just gave us his tickets. You're such a generous man.
I got like 50 more of them.
Oh, I'll
Oh.
actually go to this actually though.
When is it? June 22nd?
Promise?
I have
Oh,
a
wait.
show.
You fucking promise?
Well,
I have a
actually,
show
no,
that
my
night.
girlfriend's gonna be out of town. She likes Fleetwood
I have
Mac.
a show that night.
My lady likes Fleetwood.
Do I have a show?
Did you see them when they came to town?
I feel like I have a show that night.
Did you see them this last year?
No, but I did see Tom Petty on his last concert.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
What's her name? The vocalist of Stevie Nicks. She having some trouble hitting some of those notes live, like during
Who you talking
Landslide.
about, Stevie Nicks?
Yeah.
Well, no, let Stevie Nicks do what the hell Stevie Nicks wants
Stevie
to
Nicks
do.
can do it. It's America.
She loved
America.
Tom Petty. She thought Tom Petty was her world, and Tom Petty was fucking the hell out of her.
Well, so she's
Did
the
you see
first woman to be
God.
initiated into the Hall of Fame, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame twice. Stevie
That's
Nicks is.
awesome.
Yeah, that was just this year.
You know who's next?
Britney Spears.
Taylor Swift.
Oh, I ain't got nothing to
You
say
like
about
Taylor
her.
Swift?
I,
You don't?
I think she's all.
She's the
all
bee's
that.
knees.
She's gorgeous.
She's all that in a
I
bag of
ain't
chips.
got-
So,
I ain't got nothing bad. to
are
say
any of you gentlemen going to be seeing the Jonas Brothers? They're coming
You
to
know
town?
what? Actually, let's talk about the Jonas Brothers.
Okay.
They get a lot of hate, but I was actually looking at some of their older stuff, and they were punk as fuck. Did you have you heard their early
It's
music?
good,
The Jonas
disgusting,
Brothers'
though.
early music. They were pretty good.
And then the South Park.
Before Nickelodeon got a hold of them and made them
Disney?
change their music.
That was
Or
Disney. Yeah, it was Disney.
Was it Disney?
Yeah.
Whatever it was.
Woohoo!
They made them all pop, but they actually used to be
Mickey
like
Mouse and shit.
they used to be like punk music, like pop punk, but punk music.
Sure.
Jonas Brothers.
Well, and then like,
And
then it was just
hang on,
Nick
I'm getting
Jonas.
one of their old songs.
And then it was Nick
wanna
Jonas for a
bet?
while because the other ones just did something.
Someone needs to brush up on her Jonas Brothers history.
Okay, do you listen to Aaron Carter then? That's what I thought. He also.
Oh, House Party. Aaron Carter's
no,
House
I want
Parties?
Candy, bro. No. Aaron Carter is you can buy him for $1,000. He's really gone down, but that's okay.
Hang on. I'm about to blow your guys' mind.
No, you ain't.
So did you hear that Tony Hawk is actually starting a band? Or he's a feature in a band.
Not.
He's a feature in a band.
Really?
Rob, what do you think about Tony Hawk?
I think my wife's leaving the parking lot.
She's leaving your ass because you said she didn't have any junk in her trunk.
You got to compliment the junk where it is.
Damn.
It's always in the trunk. But don't say that you got junk in the front because then it's...
Because that's front butt.
What was
you don't
mine?
want front butt.
Wait, what was my question? What did I ask, Travis?
Something about
Fupas. You were talking about
I was
fupas.
talking about the fupa. No. No. Shit. What was I? It's completely slipped my mind.
Jonas Brothers being punk AF. I'm about to play one of their songs so you guys can hear it once it gets done downloading.
Okay, so were you an NSYNC fan or a Backstreet Boys fan in the 90s?
I'm telling you, like one of their songs.
You were more Eminem? Okay.
Look
what do
how
you think of
punk he
his
looks.
newer music?
Look how punk he
I
looks.
haven't heard anything yet except I miss.
We're talking about some serious stuff. We're talking about Eminem in the 90s.
My name is.
His first hit.
Slim Shady. So
Hi,
my favorite.
name
So
is-
what's your favorite Eminem song? Mine's "Fack."
I don't know.
Mine is Purple Pills.
Mine's
Well, not
"Fack."
Purple Pills. Actually, the drug song, Drug Ballad. Drug Ballad is my favorite.
So I like "Fack." It goes "Fack, fack, fack." Yeah, shit. Fack. I'm going to come. I'm coming. That's how it goes. It's Eminem's highest hitting song. I
Didn't
think.
you used to be a vocalist in a band?
Yep.
I can tell you.
I'm glad you
all
don't do
kinds
that
of
anymore.
Stuff about
Look, listen. Look, this is Jonas Brothers. That is pop punk.
Yeah, it is. That's pop
Yes,
punk.
it is. That is pop
That's
punk.
pop punk.
Yes.
Maybe alternative pop. That's alternative pop.
They're not. It wasn't straight pop.
That
They
isn't
turned straight pop. They turned straight pop whenever Disney got a hold of them.
Yeah, and modern country. That's
Well, then they've been. Then I don't know what the fuck happened. They wanted to make more money, I guess.
Walt Disney woke up from his crystal cold grave.
Is
and
that you
said,
guys need to get
I want
softer."
more pop.
You guys need to get softer. Start dressing like
You
females.
guys need to be like a pretzel. You got to get soft.
You got to get flaccid. You guys need to be a flaccid pop.
He said, "Ho ho,
Hoo-hoo.
ho
Hoo-hoo.
you three boys are." What was
That's
it?
actually pretty good.
You
Did
three
you
boys,
hear
put
that
on your
they're bringing
purity rings?
they're actually bringing back the old school Mickey Mouse, like Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse, and they're getting rid of the modern Mickey
Hey
Mouse.
Travis, you've ever had a Steamboat Willie before? You want one?
Okay.
Oh.
I wish you were all sitting here with me right now, 'cause you'd be having a ball.
I like ball. Do you like ball?
Ball.
Yeah, not balls, but just singular.
I didn't say balls.
Oh.
You like balls?
Well, AC/DC, that's a good song.
No!
Yeah, he likes big balls.
I got big balls. He got big balls.
Let's all sing it together. Travis, you wanna
I
sing with us?
got big balls. He's got big balls. She's got the
biggest-
balls.
Oh.
I've got the
biggest. There we go.
balls
of them all. There we go.
Why do I know the lyrics better than you, sir?
I don't know. I was at that concert, too.
Had a little too much to drink at that concert. Did you do any of the ganja at the concert?
That was like 79.
Then yes, he did the ganja at
So-
the concert. Probably did some acid.
So what's your, speaking of
Judas
AC/DC,
Priest open up for him. Do you guys know anything about
Do-
fucking Jesus Priest?
they're coming to town. Do you think, what are your thoughts about Anus Young not being in the band anymore? I can't fucking keep straight face.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Anus Young, the vocalist.
Oh, Angus.
Yeah, Anus.
Anus Young, yeah.
His name is Angus. Angus.
Well,
Anus.
in class, I'm
Beefy
sure,
anus. Angus beef anus. Yeah.
that would suck to be
Beefy
called in
anus.
class. Angus, young Angus, young anus. You imagine being in elementary school and having the wrong name?
Sick.
I know. But what are your thoughts about Anus Young? Do you think, like, without him, do you think the band's going to come back, or do you think they're going to wait for Anus Young?
What did he do?
He, like, didn't he die?
Pick up that
Wait, what?
fucking guitar right behind you, and I can do the same motherfucking
It's
thing
got
he
broken
did.
strings though.
We can do
so
it. Do you want to?
I think it only has 3 good strings on it.
Do you wanna do a live?
Didn't even need strings.
What?
Want to do a live show?
A live show?
Like a live performance?
I mean, that's a lot of
He
setup
didn't even have
for him to
strings.
just break the rest of the strings. He didn't even have strings. He played. He air guitared. So basically, he essentially lip synced the guitar, kind of. He didn't even really play the guitar. He played a guitar with no strings, is what he just said. They're the Milli Vanilli of rock.
So,
Right, there you go. But no, I have no, I can't say that.
you don't know about Anus
The
Young?
views and comments by Rob, Rob, are not
Okay, so past question
directly
about
the
that.
expressed views and
But I know
beliefs of
Brown.
Agitate the Airwaves.
I know Veronica Brown.
I know Ed and
I've heard something about people named Veronica.
I know.
They're crazy.
I just discovered this artist called Ed Sheeran.
Ed
He's
Sheeran,
like-
he's the shit.
Yeah,
That's
he
my
has
boy.
like he sings that song that goes like "You got a friend in me," right?
That's not Ed Sheeran.
Oh.
what radio
Oh, well, Randy Newman.
What?
like-
You're on our show and you don't
You
even
said
know how to
Randy
listen
Newman?
to the
Yeah.
show?
have you ever been to a Randy Newman concert?
We're with KC95.
Did they ever have?
Crestwood.
Okay.
We're with KC95. You can listen to us on KC95.
Did you know,
No, we're with
first disc jockey?
we're with KMOX. It was a girl,
Mm-hmm.
How old was she?
12. She used a boombox, a dual cassette boombox.
Damn.
Ruth Hutchison
Ruth Hudson,
was the first DJ from Casey.
Ruth Boehner.
Ruth Boehner.
Ruth Boehner.
She was the first. Ruth Boehner.
Where'd you get your information
I was on Wikipedia. And
from? Yeah, look it up. Ruth Hutchison.
Ruth Boehner.
I'm looking it up. Ask a question.
So, do you want to ask about one of those other questions that you were talking about?
Oh, do you fish?
No, whatever you guys got.
We already know it's not Ruth Boehner. She was a justice in the Supreme Court.
There's
He's going to tell you exactly what I
yeah, exactly.
Ruth Boehner, right?
Yeah, Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth. Oh, Babe Ruth.
Was an American professional baseball player whose career was in Major League Baseball, spanned 22 seasons from 1914 to 1935.
Nice.
Nicknamed the Bambino.
Did you ever watch Babe Ruth play at the stadium?
What? That was in
How
1930.
motherfucking old you think I am, bro?
That's 19 I just read what that was 1935. No.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Come on. My dad didn't even see that shit.
Did you
hope you're there, Daddy.
do you remember watching Jackie Robinson play his first major league game?
I'm going to say no, but I know that Jackie Robinson was there.
When was that? That was in the 60s or 70s, right?
72?
This was in 1940.
I'm talking about Jackie Robinson. There was no way they let him play in 42.
Hang on.
70, he says 40. Oh, I'm fucked up.
Hang on, I'm looking it up. All right. Here we go. Okay, Jackie Chan is a Hong Kong martial arts
Nice.
actor, film director, producer, stuntman, and singer.
Oh,
Wait, he's a singer?
yeah.
Jackie Chan?
Oh man, we gotta play some Jackie Chan.
You know what he's saying?
What?
War. Who? What is the good for? And he
That
did it horribly.
sounds
We
like
don't
Randy
listen to
Newman.
that. He did it. He did it. He did it
Who's
in.
that song by?
Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker.
War.
Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. They sang that song. That's their song. No.
Tell me who it is.
Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker.
It's Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker.
Rush Hour.
Oh wait, Jackie Chan and Chris Rock. There it is.
It was Chris Tucker, sir.
Who wrote the song? Who's played the song?
Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan. Golly, who do you think are the music experts here?
But it was war.
What is? Do you love war? What about peace?
So what about the War Pigs? That's a good song, I think. War Pigs? Is that by Five Finger Death Punch? Or no, that's by Agent Orange or something.
I don't know.
I don't know.
So, what do you think about the war between the those schools and
oh, you
England?
mean the between the wait, what war?
Come on, motherfuckers. Don't give...
Okay.
What were those? What's that war going on?
It's in
Gryffindor
Bangladesh.
and
Bangladesh.
Well, Gryffindor versus who?
Are you going to ask me something that I haven't
The Slytherin.
Yeah, Slytherin. Yeah.
So what do you think about the war going on between Gryffindor and Slytherin?
I'm all for it.
You're all
Okay.
for it?
Do you have, which side do you think is kind of winning so far with everything? Because the battle's been going on for the last 100 years. It's been going on for 100 years of civil war.
What are we talking about?
Gryffindor and Slytherin war.
Yeah, this is in
The war between Gryffindor and
this is
Slytherin.
wait, what's I forget what country it's. I know it's in South Africa. This is going on.
Yeah.
Well, so who
For
do
blood
you, so
diamonds.
between something like that.
Yeah.
What country in South Africa?
Gryffindor, the country of
Gryffindor
versus
and
the
Slytherin.
country of Slytherin. How do you
I think
feel
they
about
pronounce
that
it
war? Like,
differently.
who do you want to win that war? It's been going on for like 100 years, and they're fighting over the same thing. Who do you want to win?
Mm-hmm.
Like, have you been following that?
Yeah,
Donald Trump said he's going with Slytherin.
mm-hmm.
So, but former
of
President
course-
Barack Obama, he said we should go with Gryffindor.
Sure, exactly. And then Hollywood siding with Gryffindor too, all the
Right,
Hollywood
yeah.
actors. But I know a lot of these big
They get a lot of. Well, Slytherin gets a lot of the Southern support.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, right. I believe both of you motherfuckers, but I think the South Side's going to win.
Oh, Slytherin?
South is going to rise again.
Slytherin? I definitely see that. I mean, because they're after that stone.
Yeah, the
They believe
Sacred
it-
Stone.
Yeah, no, it's blood diamonds, but
No,
they call
I
it the
mean
Sorcerer's
South City.
Stone.
Oh yeah, that very rare blood diamond called the Sorcerer's Stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, they've got to worry about that giant snake.
See, I used to hang out around Topham, Chippewa,
Chocolate
Cherokee,
chip walls.
So,
Montana, Minnesota. Hell, I got fucking stabbed on Teresa.
okay.
And that's right by the hospital. Hell, I didn't.
I gotcha.
Okay.
So, no, you're fine. But, okay, so our next topic that I wanted to talk about, Travis, I know you want to talk about that, is what are your three must-haves when it comes to buying a new pair of blue jeans?
I really
The
don't wear
Gap.
blue jeans. So
Okay, but during the winter,
I don't wear blue jeans.
they can be colored dot. It can be black.
I wear
too.
black jeans.
Okay, they can be black too. They're still blue jeans, denim.
No,
What are
they're
your
denim
three
black
requirements
jeans.
for buying jeans?
They need to fit nice.
Okay.
I like the ones that are stretchy, so that I got free roam
It's
movement.
like it gives you support.
Gives you support, but
Yeah.
you can also like kick someone in the head if you need to.
Yeah, exactly.
And then color, like I don't, and design, like I don't want the little studded pockets. and
No,
stuff
those
like
look
that. No,
stupid.
that's dumb.
What about you, Rob? What are your three requirements for buying a pair of blue jeans?
I would go to the Gap,
Oh, hi,
Okay.
fancy,
I like the Gap.
Granite City.
nice. I go to the Walmart.
Yeah,
I go-
well, Walmart's not bad.
I go to H&M.
Nah, I typically go to Kohl's.
Marshalls or
I like Kohl's.
Ross. My wife loves Ross.
Lucky's. There you go.
She loves Ross and Rob at the same time. Sounds
I
like a
don't
love
know about
triangle.
that. sure she don't. But whoever that dude is up there at Denny's that's wearing fucking...
So the reason why I ask is that it's becoming more of a trend for men to be wearing Daisy Dukes.
It's true. Even swimsuits, they call them chubbies.
What they call Converse fucking Chuck.
Are you? Well, yeah, because Chuck Taylor designed them.
Yeah, I learned that about 5 months ago.
Wait, so Travis, what are?
Don't call me, dude.
What are some of your? So if you had to wear Daisy Dukes,
yeah,
how long would you want the frill to be? What's?
I mean, look. Here's the thing: the frill, it needs to be able to at least tickle my balls.
Okay, do you want pockets to be hanging out, or are you going to be no pocket?
I'm not even on that thing, am I?
So I want to put this out there: if we get to 200 votes,
you're on
for our, Rock University vote within the next hour. Travis will wear Daisy Dukes at Warped Tour. He doesn't need to wear it the whole time, but he needs to walk in through the gates.
But I'm going to make sure they're short enough to where the bottom of my butt cheeks hang out.
Good. You got to make... So that's it. If we get 100 votes for the Rock University Best Podcast on Facebook, Travis will wear... I will dress as a juggalo, and Travis will wear Daisy Dukes.
Yep.
Okay, what does it take to get a vote? What do you have to do?
So you go on Facebook.
You go on Facebook.
Yep. And then you
go to the Rock University Festival page, and then you scroll down to the Best Podcast category post and vote for Agitate the Airwaves.
Well, a lot of people might not know that, so that's why I brought it up.
No, yeah, that's good. It's for some of our listeners who might have some new ones that aren't too familiar with that, so he's right.
What's up?
Yeah.
I wasn't listening.
He said I was right.
Yeah, he's right.
About what?
Slytherin.
Slytherin? You're right about Slytherin? All right.
No. A lot of people don't know how to do
Facebook.
Guys.
Oh,
yeah.
You just search for... All right, look, you go on Facebook. All right, here, I'll break it down. All right, so look. You go to your phone. If you have the Facebook app, you find the Facebook app on your phone. You click it. Facebook will open. At the very top, there's a magnifying glass. Yeah. You click the magnifying glass. It's going to open up this little bar across the top. That's called a search bar. Right. You click, you poke the search bar with your finger. Then your keyboard's going to come on the screen. Then you type in Rock University Festival.
Will you write that down?
ROCK space University Space Festival. Then you hit go on your keyboard. There'll be a button that says go. You poke that with your finger, and then one of the first ones will be the Rock University Festival as your results. You poke that, and then to scroll. Whenever it goes that, you want to scroll down. So with that, you just drag your finger up from bottom to top on the screen. And then you're going to get to the category that says Best Podcast. You poke that. You poke that.
B-E-S-T.
Then you're going to have a little bar at the bottom called the comment bar.
C-A-S-T.
You poke the comment bar, and guess what's going to happen?
It's going to pop up there.
It's going to pop up your keyboard. And then you can just type in ATA. You don't have to spell out Agitate the Airwaves. Just ATA. And then you hit enter.
Yes.
Or send or some shit like that.
And then you go on.
And then you have successfully voted for Agitate the Airwaves for Best Podcast.
And then you go on your Internet Explorer and you write PORNHUB. And then you party.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to put the show on that. We could easily.
Do we think we have time to do a freestyle?
Him freestyle? Can you freestyle rap?
Excuse me, I don't know what the hell you're talking
about. Yeah, that's fine. Let's get it set up.
Even better.
So we have a lot of hip hop artists, we have a lot of rock artists that come on this, and what we do when we have solo artists who are usually hip hop, and honestly some acoustic guys too, do a freestyle. So we're gonna get a beat together for you.
Come on, brother.
Here, we'll do an Eminem one, actually.
Well, Eminem ain't exactly
All right,
my favorite.
All right, here it goes. You got a freestyle over this beat.
Here we go. Let's hear it.
Let's hear your freestyle.
Rob.
Rap.
Rob. Rob.
Rob.
Rob.
Rob.
Rob.
Rob. Are you gonna rap or what?
I'm rapping. I ain't slapping. I ain't.
That was a rap, though. That actually was.
Get the fuck out of here.
That was
you
a
are now
rap.
officially a rapper. Congratulations.
Be a little.
We're gonna call you. Your rap name is Rob Dizzle.
Rob Dizzle or Lil Rob.
There's a little Rob already.
Big Rob. Boy, he already exists. What a Big Rob.
We have a DJ Rob.
I'm not a fucking singer, but can you put a little Rolling Stones on there?
Yeah. We have.
I don't have any Rolling Stones. Sorry.
All right.
We're gonna take a music break. We'll be back. You're listening to Agitate the Airwaves.
We can.
P-E-double-T-Y, yeah, homie, that's right. A-F, they said he very, he petty. A-F, P-E-double-T-Y, yeah, homie, that's right. A-F, they said he very, he petty. A-F, they say you shouldn't take pride in other people's demises, but my mama always told me, don't knock it till you try it. A P-E-double-T-Y, yeah, homie, that's right. A-F, they said he very, he petty. A-F, you know we're in the building every time that we kill it. I promise that they gon' fill it up inside they chest. Where everything they pretend to be, they know we bring the energy, and really that appears to be why they fret. Cause I give it everything inside of me, and honestly, I don't even really know why they test. A rapper that's gotta be better, yet obviously P-E-T-T-Y-A-F. When I was at the bottom, you would just hate. Now you got problems and I think it's great. Empathy, something that I cannot fake. I'ma fuck around and LOL right in your face like, they fucked my car up. I gotta get my shit fixed. I don't know who did it. That's what you get, bitch. Don't get fucked up for being a dumb fuck. Whenever you step into us, you better be stepping it up. You better be ready to rush. We're ready and petty as fuck. We come from the era of luck if you buck. Go right ahead, run up and get stuck. They ask you what happened, just say it was us. The black dude and the white guy with the numb chin. I'm steady representing, I ain't quitting, I ain't finished. I'ma get it till it ain't nothing left. But I have conquered these rhymes, so maybe it's time that I put my mic on the shelf. Lord knows that I've tried and I've tried to resign. Can't deny that I really might need help. I don't know why, I'm just that type of guy. When the beat sounds fly, I get high and dive in. Felt P-E-double-T-Y, yeah, homie, that's right. A-F, they said he very, he petty. A-F, P-E-double-T-Y, yeah, homie, that's right. A-F, they said he very, he petty. A-F, go ahead and talk your shit now. Just know revenge is ugly, but karma's got her tits out. And boy, do they look lovely. I'm P-E-double-T-Y, yeah, homie, that's right. A-F, they said he very, he petty. A-F.
First name Tom, last name Petty. Ready, set, go, but he said ain't ready. Cut ties with a machete cause I'm edgy. And when you having problems, I throw a party and throw confetti. Cause I remember those times in the classroom. I remember y'all laughing when I would pass through. But when you see me now, when I'm laughing too, it ain't with you, homie, I'm laughing at you. It's all attitude. We up ladders, you go down shoots. I wasn't petty, but I'm about to. Cause you done caught the flow in a foul mood. So I'ma fuck around and sign up on this round two. Like I can't afford my court fees. They done locked up my other brother. My own people don't support me. Ha, that's what you get, motherfuckers. And all you other assholes who also rap, who think you the shit, but don't even come close to crap. We talk a lot of beef, but we be roasting that. You know on the scene, believe me, we toast to that. I ain't supposed to laugh, but homie, I'm crying, I'm dying, I'm so fucking defiant. I don't see why they trying when they ask you who did it. Admit it, the white guy and the black dude with a heart of a lion. And go and talk your shit, cause you heard of me. And act like you ignore us, but karma got her ass out twerking. And by got us gorgeous, they ain't ready for us. I got my thumb on the start button, ready enough. I'm petty as fuck, they don't know what I'm on, I'm the bomb.com. Last name Petty, first name Tom.
P-E-double-T-Y, yeah, homie, that's right. A-F, they said he very, he petty. A-F, P-E-double-T-Y, yeah, homie, that's right. A-F, they said he very, he petty. A-F, in high school you would curve me. You told me I was thirsty. Ooh, girl, you should've heard me, but I heard you got the herpes. P-E-double-T-Y, yeah, homie, that's right. A-F, they said he very, he petty. A-F. got a feeling that today's gonna be great. Yeah, and that nothing negative is gonna stand in my way. Yeah, I got a feeling today's gonna be great. Yeah, shake them haters off, scream fuck them all and let the song replay. First of all, I'm feeling good. This is different than before. Losing pounds off my body, writing music from my soul. Working overtime every day, man, my dream became my goal. This that track you gon' keep playing anytime you on the road. Woke up with a smile on my face, knowing that I'm winning and I'm alive. Shift gears on a hater real quick, nobody can stop my drive. Eclipse ass niggas tryna pop my life, but when they pass, I still shine. Mom wasn't in pain today, and work went just really fine. Staying positive on this bumpy road every day is a challenge. Still moving with my family, and all of them got talent. So I guess what I'm trying to tell you, you can keep your life balanced. If you keep a clear head, real ones around you, show love, watch what happens. I got a feeling that today's gonna be great. Yeah, and that nothing negative is gonna stand in my way. Yeah, I got a feeling today's gonna be great. Yeah, shake them haters off, scream fuck them all and let the song replay. I got a feeling that your day will be great. Don't show defeat, bad vibes delete. Some people deceive, walk your own path, not theirs. Be you, love you, you are elite. Life can sometimes be a gamble. Beat the odds, stand on your own feet. Better understand, get a plan, get your own fam. All gas, no brakes, pedal to the metal. Damn, learning how to be a better me. No degree, but I'm on my masterpiece. Meaning I'ma be my own boss. One day you'll just have to see. Champ, show 'em what you got. So many high bars in my head, I'm about to overheat. You the man in the mirror. Change for your future when opportunity knocks. Kick the door and make sure they hear you. Smile when you wake up. Thank God you still breathing and sing this song again for one good reason. I got a feeling that today's gonna be great. Yeah, and that nothing negative is gonna stand in my way. Yeah, I got a feeling today's gonna be great. Yeah, shake them haters off, scream fuck them all and let the song replay. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I've never felt this before. I feel like I'm done for. I worry every day. Feel like the world's gone gray. And what's the point of all this? This feeling I dismiss. You know you did this to me, and now I hope you can see. Even if you break me, I'm never gonna tell you no. Even if you hate me, I'm never gonna let you go. Feeling like I'm out of control. You're stealing another piece of my soul. I'm needing someone to hold me down. I'm screaming, won't you help me out? You're taking my mind away. Don't listen to what I say. You're taking my breath away. I just wanna break away. Baby, you're killing me. You know I will never leave. The things that you've done to me, want you to run to me. With anxiety, feeling this fight in me. Even if you break me, I'm never gonna tell you no. Even if you hate me, I'm never gonna let you go. Even if you break me, I'm never gonna tell you no. Even if you hate me, see. Blame it on entropy. Just blame it on entropy. Just blame it on me.
Welcome back to Agitate the Airwaves.
There we are. We
had
back.
to say goodbye to Mr. Rob.
He is gone, and that music
well, he's still here. You never know what that crazy guy might do.
might be back to hang out.
But we are joined now by the boys in Inner Outlines.
These are boys.
Hello.
Hello.
All the boys.
If you guys want to go through and introduce yourselves so everyone knows who's talking.
Okay, I'm Matt. I'm the singer.
Ah.
I'm Dylan. I play guitar.
And I'm Andrew, and I'm the dad.
Yep.
Dad.
That's
Daddy.
Why didn't you drive then?
So we've had a long history with you guys. Me personally too. You guys did.
They're OG ATA guys. Like they're like our. I'm just gonna say it. They're our favorite band.
Cool.
That's crazy.
I mean, you guys made us our first custom song. So.
Well, they were also
Damn Skippy. Good thing we left that part out in Halo. We left that blank spot in there just for you.
I don't know if you knew that. So they were on my 21st birthday show.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, I was hammered as shit. I was completely just wiped out showing up there.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Well, they're going to be on the second Agitate the Airwaves birthday show.
Birthday. You guys are like a birthday party like band.
Is there cake?
Yes.
And there better be.
Well, Stevie Aoki that shit.
Someone can get us cake. Who wants to get us cake? You want to get us cake? I'm not.
I'll do it. I'll get a pretzel cake.
Oh god.
I'll just get pretzels.
What the hell is a pretzel cake?
You just get pretzel with frostings and you
We got
overhand
a free
it.
pretzel from a pretzel place one time as a sponsorship.
And dip. They gave us.
All they asked is for us to put their logo on everything.
No, well, no. A guy was like, I can't give you anything free. My manager would be mad. I'm like, well, what about that one that's sitting out? And he's like, you can have that one. So like, he gave me that, and then I came back again the next week to try and get more pretzels, and he said, nah. Like,
well, you win some, you lose some. First time you went out with the W.
But Two Scoop Poop Chinese place around the corner.
Two Scoop Poop Chinese.
That there we go.
They're our favorite. They're our new sponsor.
Yep, $2 per scoop.
And but for real, we've got Motor City Auto Sales. Andrew Alonzo, no gimmicks, excellent service. If you need a car, call 314-880-2013.
Ooh,
that's a thing.
So you guys excited for June 1st?
June 1st.
Yeah. It is quite a diverse lineup. What do you guys think about it? Do you think it's the most diverse lineup you've been on, or do you think there's...
I think by far, definitely the most diverse lineup we've ever been on.
There's metal, there's alternative, there's rap, there's...
I like the wild and free.
Yeah. There's some wild and free people.
They're my favorite rapper.
They are pretty good rappers.
I am not
a rapper. They do.
I was... whenever Travis started setting that show up and reached out to us, he started telling me who all was on the bill and the rap artists and things like that. I immediately started, going out and looking at them. Some of them I already knew, like Retro. I'd already been kind of following him a little bit, and Smiley Boy. Like I've known him from our time back in the day with Discrepancies. Smiley was around doing guest spots with them for live shows, so. It was definitely cool to kind of see that we can bring all of that in this music scene together for one big night. And we'll know June 1st how the crowd reacts, and I think that everybody's going to have a good time. And as long as they belly up to the
that's
bar,
what we've
I
been
think
trying
we'll
to
be all
do
right.
since the beginning is bring all of the genres, the whole music scene together,
melting
as
pot.
a whole, because no one listens
Really
to one
good
genre
fondue.
of music anymore. So why not let everyone hear everything they like all at once? That's just my philosophy.
So since you guys have been around, you guys are like the old men of the scene, almost of.
Hey,
That's like the
I
third
still
time
feel
this
like
year
the little
somebody
brother
said
bands.
that, and I'm
You
like,
guys are-
man, that sucks.
for like
It's just
alternative and like pop, alternative pop, that weird realm. That's So like, you guys have been around for a while. What have you guys seen as kind of the main things changing in the scene from when you started to today?
I'd say personally for us, like, just how different we are now as from like 5 years ago when we started. Like, when we first started, you know, we would play shows upon shows upon shows. Like, we'd burn ourselves out almost. And lately, it's cool. It's kind of cool that now we can get together with everybody and like have these set up shows that are nicely scheduled to where everybody can still go out and do their one-offs like in different cities, and then we can still reconvene, come here, and have a show about like what we started doing the band for in the first place, rather than just as like a business now or anything like that.
Any other thoughts?
I mean, I've been doing this for a while.
Sure are, Grandpa.
Got any Werthers? But I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's changed, but there's still a lot of stuff that hasn't changed. I mean, there's still a plethora of great bands in this community. New ones start every single day. I have seen that a lot of the bands that have been around for 3-4 years, maybe even a couple years, everybody's starting to like kind of raise that level.
Sure.
Of
they're evolving.
Yeah,
like in Pokemon.
Just musicianship or taking their events more seriously and those sort of things. And I think that that's something that I'm starting to see where when we first started, I mean, everybody was just jumping on bills and just saying, hey, I want to play. And now, everybody's kind of trying to create a strategy, what's going to be effective for their group as well as the other groups that are on it. I know a lot of times when we start looking at bills that we get offered, we think about, one, how is it going to benefit us as a brand? 2, how are we going to add value to that show? And 3, are our fans going to show up not just for us, but support the rest of them? So you have to take all those factors on top of work schedules and things like that. Because, I mean, if anybody is doing music full-time in St. Louis, it's not just one band.
Sure.
They've got personal jobs and things like that. So that all plays into it. And then you have to decide as an artist, like, am I going to try and ask for that extra day off of work to take this really nice show, or am I going to stay at home and hope that another opportunity comes? And I think that a lot more bands are trying to discern all of those different things rather than, like I said before, I mean, Jason hit us up for shows back with old bands that I played in, and we'd just jump on because we were like, we just want to play. And,
growing up.
I mean, we still just want to play.
Sure.
But
just want to play smarter.
Right. We want to take it more seriously, not only for ourselves, but for the people who are promoting the shows. And just, I think that the scene's evolving, and I mean, I don't know. I'm a sucker for new music and people, starting to chase that same dream that I started chasing, 11 years ago. And been thankful or grateful enough to be with these guys now. This is my favorite band I've ever been in, like hands down.
I mean,
you still like
it's my favorite band you've ever been in.
Hopefully, because the other ones were garbage.
Oh my god. So, like, I definitely kind of agree with that. That I feel like I've been seeing a lot more artists who have, after kind of paying their dues of like getting it out of their system of just hopping on stuff and no matter what it is, and because I feel like part of that with a newer band is that you're offered shows that artists you've never really heard of. Then you look into it and you kind of become a fan of it from there. And then you kind of like not trick yourself, but you kind of like put yourself in that show to be like, yeah, this is gonna be great. But now you kind of learn that like, okay, I kind of want to be on some stuff where like I already kind of am familiar with it, where we know our fan base really well, and then that you've built from the beginning, and therefore you're able to kind of structure your shows. That's a pattern I've been noticing too.
Well, I feel like you gotta do that, like to stretch your legs out. You have to go through that phase. It was just weird because so many bands are doing it at the same time, and now it's just like all as a collective kind of just like it's really cool to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, on the other side of that, whenever you're taking shows and just jumping on stuff to play, like nights like we had with you with Words Like Daggers, we would have never taken that opportunity had we been looking at it saying we want to be familiar with the people that we're playing with. Like before that show, I think maybe a couple of us might have looked up 1 or 2 songs off of YouTube, and
He was like, "We're here to play." Like, yeah, exactly. We're
and
here to
then
play.
we walked into that venue, and they closed out that night with one of the most epic sets I've ever seen at the Firebird.
I don't even remember it.
I remember the flower shirt.
Don't worry, they were great.
I want to know more about this
I ripped
night.
oh yeah, you weren't there. So it was my 21st birthday, and I started a pub crawl at 8:30 a.m.
Oh shit!
So when we went to like the Budweiser tour and to Soulard and all these places, hammered, just
So this
hammered.
is the same day.
And then at the venue, the bartender decided to do a special where it's buy one get one free stags, but you have to give the stag to me. So that was happening. And then it was Brandon Hoffman. He was doing sound, and he put on my microphone. I didn't even notice the whole night. It was just a penis on it. And I never noticed it. And then all the artists who performed too, that was on there. No one cared. But so I got there. They were the second band up, I believe. So they were the second band up, and they're just. They already played a couple songs, and I just got up on stage and just started talking like they didn't start playing yet.
I remember that.
Like, I just got up on stage and was like, "Hey guys, welcome to the show," and I've already missed a band. I already missed a band. They were already playing. I was just absolutely just trashed.
No, but we needed that break. You know, we're probably in the middle of tuning.
Yeah, it was a good segue.
It was great.
I just walked in and it was quiet, and I just ran up on stage like, "Yeah, this is the start of the show." No, it was late. Oh
man,
that was a good time. And then the rest of the night, I somehow started selling merch for Alistar Hennessy at night. I don't know.
I haven't heard that name in a long time,
dude.
And I
they're
still
a
miss
band.
them.
They're still a band.
They still miss them.
They had that trailer with the one station print press in the back of it. And
Yeah.
they went to like Goodwill and stuff and picked up like flannels and basic T-shirts and stuff like that and printed them in the trailer, and then took them in and put them on a rack and sold them that night. And I was like, those dudes know what they're doing. Like,
it's awesome.
Steve O'Brien does the same thing now.
Does he?
He like he'll set up a print shop basically in the green room, like at the Firebird. His last show there, he did that, and he was taking custom orders like, on the fly.
Huh.
That's awesome.
That's crazy.
So so with being around so long, Andrew, and others,
Hi, my name's Dylan.
What are some of the most, that's a pretty innovative thing, going around, you kind of have unlimited merch to kind of make. What's some innovative things that you guys have seen over the years with being creative, with standing out, not just with music, but, within a show?
Fourth City.
Yeah, go ahead. You do some talking. You haven't said nothing.
Yeah.
I said a couple
You
things.
said like a sentence.
You said a sentence.
Talk now.
This really smells
Now
like
I feel like now I'm stressed out.
I'm sure he's mentioning like Wiley gonna break his back one of these days.
Wiley is going to break his back one of these days, and it's going to be a sad day.
It's badass, but it does
super
worry
badass.
me.
It scares me, but it's cool.
It's like he's got dogs to take care of,
Dogs in California.
I'm worried about the dogs.
And Sprint wireless phones.
I'm worried about Wiley too, but I'm worried for him about the dogs.
Yeah.
There's at least two people worried
I
about
think
the
you
dogs.
need to get your priorities straight.
No.
Only worry about the dogs. Wiley's his own man.
I think my favorite thing when it comes to like people changing up their live show is just kind of the things that they can put on stage. Like Alistar Hennessy had their cool lighting rig with all the lamps that had all the like pressure switches, and they could just control their light show on stage on their own, and also with a guy in the back too, right? Mm-hmm. On certain songs, and like other people getting like the cool light boxes to stand on, has their logo, their name right up the front, writing it up and stuff. Like, that's really cool stuff. And we have our own stuff coming too. Like, we've got a big old banner now. It's gigantic. I cannot fold it. I can't fold it. Got that, and we have some new scrims now. And
remember when everyone just had scrims? Remember when that was like the big thing, like 2010?
That was a rite of passage for most bands.
That's
if you
like
didn't have
was a
scrims,
level
you
up.
didn't get to play.
Once you get scrims,
You're
it's
a
like, all right,
real
they're about to
band.
go start touring soon. Like, that's what it was. It was like that little buffer where it's like, all right,
That's why we bought some. We're hoping that brings us that juju.
Yeah,
of
you're
getting
bringing
on
that
the road.
back. You're bringing back the nostalgic 2013 days of.
Right.
Yeah, we're ready to go tour now. We got
Shout out
some
to
scrims. Everyone
Man
has
Hell
scrims.
for having the hottest scrims I've seen all year.
There was a band called Lydia Can't Breathe I saw, and they made PB&J sandwiches, and they just throw them in the crowd.
What?
But they would have they would get like a couple women on stage and just be like, "Can you guys make some sandwiches?" Which now that I look at, was probably really sexist.
Bay San Pendano do bologna sandwiches too.
And they would throw them in the crowd. And there's this one band.
They have their mascot, who is some dude that looks like dude from fucking Trailer Park Boys.
Bubbles?
Yeah, he looks like Bubbles.
Kitties aren't supposed to smell like cigarettes. They're
And
supposed
he
to smell
and
like
he wears
kitties.
he wears an American flag like short shorts and an American flag cape, and he hands out bologna sandwiches, and then he squirts mustard in your mouth after you take a bite.
That's fucking
Dude, I'm about to go to one of those shows. I
No,
love
that's,
bologna mustard.
that's smart. You feed the people.
Yeah.
They're already fed.
They're drunk
They
as
can
shit,
buy your
too,
merch.
so yeah.
Oh, and they have pink flamingo beer bongs too.
Oh, then they can buy those. They
man.
don't got to buy the merch.
When Tri-State did the pancakes. Not pancakes.
Yeah.
Waffles?
I'd
Did they
say
do waffles or pancakes?
They were making waffles.
Making
It
waffles.
was waffles.
That was pure
At their merch
October.
booth?
Yeah,
That was pure October.
It was like
Before-
their last
Forgive me, I'm so
CD
sorry.
release they did.
Whole
They
different
also
band.
had a
Whole different
they also had a
band.
single with it called "Sunny Side Up." Breakfast, and they did waffles.
They didn't make any eggs,
next to their
though.
T-shirts and
So
stuff.
I've
I went
seen-
and got like 3.
I've seen a band make bacon on a George Foreman grill.
Oh, my God.
Which is so smart, because think about it. You're in a venue, everyone smells like
bacon,
sweated off cologne and sweat,
They're drinking beer.
drinking beer.
Drinking
They're just like,
bacon.
man, I'm hungry. and then you smell, what's that smell? Yeah, you get a free piece of bacon with every merch piece you buy. I'll take 7. So, like, when you think about that, it's so smart.
That's like half a pound of bacon, though.
Yeah, no, you go to Schnucks, you get like that freaking thing. You're going to sell like 20 things, bacon. And then,
Bacon's expensive though.
no, you can
I
get
think
for
I
like
might have to-
$5.
if we're
Bacon
gonna- if we're gonna
pound
do
for
some
pound
sort
is
of-
one of the most expensive
Here,
meats
here's the
you
thing.
can buy.
They're not,
Little
when
buff.
you're buying merch booth bacon, you're not buying quality bacon. You're buying like the manager's special. Like,
You're buying the experience.
you're buying the experience, exactly.
Right, and ultimately, if Inter Outline's supposed to add bacon to our merch table, we'd probably go for like something a little thicker cut,
Oh, yeah.
like an Applewood smoked bacon.
Ooh.
I'd
just
wanna
to
be
make
able to
people
s-
think that
I need
we're,
at least
like,
a half pound.
Right.
A
Or
half
dino
pound.
chicken nuggets.
Oh,
A half
get out
pound
my
of dino
face.
chicken
That's
nuggets.
pop punk as shit right there.
Let's just do Rally's fries.
Okay.
Just do Rally's
Yeah,
fries
dude,
all day.
fries are bomb.
Yeah.
Hashtag not sponsored.
I mean,
Just-
you
that'd be funny if
you
there's
can
just a
get
DoorDash
a little
set up there.
cigarette lighter fryer.
Yeah.
Bring in an actual fryer.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
God.
like, yeah,
I think
borrow
we
it
need to
from
get licensing
Rally's.
for that.
I'll give you a deep fried T-shirt.
Just go to Rally's and be like, we need one of your fryers.
You
We need
ask
one
the
fryer and
bartender,
we need
hey,
2
do you know where I
bags
can
of
put all
fries.
this
They'd be like,
grease?
it's $199.86.
What, you don't
Pull
mean
it
you
up.
don't have a grease trap for merch booths? The fuck? What type of establishment is this?
Just give me all the grease.
Right.
Hey.
You know, are we going to run into some issues with the health department too? Do we have to have any kind of?
Oh, you need a
permitting?
hood. You need hood
Yeah.
ventilation.
Yeah, you need to have like a sneeze guard, like you got,
Oh,
like
man. You gotta wear
like
gloves.
Subway.
Everybody's got to wear gloves.
No, that'd be actually really
That's a
funny if
given.
someone just like worked at Subway and they just brought out like a miniature thing, like a setup there. It's like, yeah, it's a merch booth. We're selling a T-shirt, but we're mainly sandwiches.
Right, free T-shirt with every sandwich. You know,
Matt,
Like,
You're
what
not
is the
voting
legality of that though? For real, like, do you
It's
need to
probably
get
illegal.
Do you need to get a license?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah,
yes.
you would $1,000,000
But
Matt, if you're not wearing
What?
gloves at the bacon stand, we're
some of these
fighting.
shows, no one's going to complain. Everyone's going to be like, man, they have bacon. Don't call the cops.
But
Don't
that
call the
one
cops.
time,
It wasn't
that
the
one
PETA
time,
sponsored.
the health inspector is a fan of one of the bands.
Yeah.
No, anyone who calls the cop on the bacon
On the
stand
bacon
at the
guy?
at the show is a cop.
Oh, they'll flip they'll flip the car. Honestly, that happens.
I think
That'd be a good song title. Honestly,
flip the
Flip
car.
the car.
flip the car.
Damn, Skippy, how angry would that song
I just
be?
thought of that
Yeah, what
like Street
BPM?
Fighter level. You just
So-
fight in the car.
Oh my god!
So So I have a question for you guys. So I was at a Mice and Men last night.
How was it?
They need to stop playing.
What?
What?
It's not as good. It's just so bad now.
Man.
I mean, here's the thing. They played. Think about it. So they were playing Hollywood for a bit. Verizon when they were.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then they're at Ready Room.
Now they're at
Foo Bar. So, like...
I like Foo Bar.
Well, I know. No, I like Foo Bar. But a band that was originally playing
much smaller
stadiums is now playing, smaller things. They're on the down low, and it's just... They can't hit the notes. They can't anymore. So my question for you guys is, for certain genres, when is enough enough? When should someone throw in a towel?
Never.
Okay.
Never. Like, I mean, you're
The
gonna
second
hit,
it turns heel, run.
You're gonna hit. You're gonna hit valleys like that. I mean,
sure.
Understand where they're at. I mean, Austin Carlisle's not there anymore.
Exactly.
He was a main focal
not
point
by
of that
choice
band.
either.
No, exactly. It's a throat thing.
That's what
but
sucks.
Aaron is such a good vocalist. I love him so much. I really
No, the
do.
screams are fine.
I don't know, man. I didn't hear him live. You heard him live, so
They
I'll
were
take
fine.
your
They
word
played
for it.
OG Loco.
Okay, then
I'm
yeah,
sure
they
it was
should keep
dope.
going then.
But then again, there's a part of me as an Of Mice and Men fan that if I'd have been standing in the crowd and they played OG Loco, I'd have been upset about it.
Sure.
Because it's like,
I
this
sung
isn't
along.
the version of the song that I wanted to hear. That's an Austin song, and I like the direction what they've recorded with Aaron. I mean, I really do. So they just need to perfect that.
Sure.
They need to perfect that to bring to these shows. I mean, lineups change and things change like that. I mean,
Sure.
we saw that with Ask Alexandria, one of the biggest metal bands of our generation. Were fucking huge playing stadiums and things like that. And then whenever Danny left, they played at the Ready Room. That's no different than what Of Mice and Men's doing right now. But
Sure.
now Danny's back. We'll never see them at a small club ever again.
No.
Sure, exactly.
So, I mean, I don't think that something like that, like saying, oh well, they played at Hollywood Casino prior to this, or they were playing at the pageant. Now when they came through, they're playing at Foo Bar. I mean,
sure,
whatever.
venues changed, and it was a fitting thing. There was about maybe 150 people there, so like it was a fitting venue for it.
Right.
It really was. But just like as someone. Because like they were like, I looked up when the Flood came out. I was really like,
that's one of the best.
You
metal
compare
records.
very many metal records to the Flood. It's not going to stand.
No, that album.
It's just
during the metalcore days. That was like I was up there. That was a crown jewel.
That was it. I mean, you can ask Cody, our drummer, the next time he's around. You guys ask him what my favorite metal record is,
and he'll get hard when he says it.
Yeah. He'll tell you straight up the
rock
Flood.
hard.
The production of it, the bass tone on that, started to kind of push everything
it's a good album.
towards that real gnarly bass sound. It's like why most people are using dark glass DIs now, because you can get that real nice growl out of the bass. I mean, that record was just great. It's going to be hard to top that, even with Austin Carlisle in the band. I mean, and then you had like songs like Bones Exposed when it first came out. I didn't like it, but now it's one of my favorite Of Mice and Men songs.
I don't
think
like
it's,
that whole record.
I think it's just timing and
sure.
I don't think that any of those guys are.
They're
at a
all
point
nice
where they
guys,
should
by the way.
give
They're
up
all
or
nice.
anything, but-
Oh, I'm sure. No, I don't think it's the way with all bands. Well, I don't know. There's such a. I'm just speaking like just about Mice and Men now, but just like there was just such a drastic change once Shaley left, first of all, and then when Austin left.
Yeah, when Shaley left, that was detrimental to the band for sure.
I don't know. That's all I had to say about that.
But like that kind of makes me think it's like the Flood. That makes me think that's really their statement piece.
Yes.
That was their branding move, and
that was our
I
piece.
feel like I can relate to that kind of, because I feel like our perspective, our record, that was a really big statement piece for us. I'm a little scared to try and top it, honestly, but I'm excited to do it anyway.
We can do it.
But at the same time, I think that once we listen to it as a band, I think we realize that there's still potential for us to, at least hover in that area.
You can float.
The bar's been set. I mean, that's the best way to look at it.
And then we could just stay at the bar and never go below it or over it, just right there.
Yeah, auto-tune.
It's a balancing act of
So I have a quick
mediocrity.
question.
Yeah.
It's going to be Agitate the Airwaves' birthday. Is there a certain song you want us to play at the show?
Well,
at least one.
If ATA or ATG was going to be in town, that would have been that. But
yeah, I hear you.
Can you cover "Walking Through the Woods" by Waking the Cadaver?
By who?
Waking the Cadaver.
Oh my god!
I don't think I've ever
The
heard
Shredded
that.
Wheats.
Oh my god!
Well, Dylan knows what you're talking
Please.
about.
No, I would like to see you guys do the used like any song by the Used.
Can you do a Cotton Eye Joe
possible,
cover?
Because you are
I'm
like
serious.
Burt McCracken here, sitting in front of me, and I think it'd be cool.
I saw him at the last Warp Tour, man.
Cotton
I saw
Eye
the
Joe?
Used.
Oh, I
They
did
could
too.
control that crowd. It was
Bro.
beautiful.
It's like they're one of my favorite bands of all
man.
time.
You almost just spit that monster up.
But yeah, they're
No,
one of my
it's been
favorite
on the
bands of all
table.
time.
I'd cover a Used song. I think it'd be fun. Taste of Ink is just anytime it comes on the radio, I turn it up.
Yeah.
You know,
It's rare that it gets played on the radio. Funny story. When they played Point Fest a couple years ago, they were on the Point being interviewed by Lux, and Bert was like, "I have a question for you," and she's like, "Okay," and he's like, "When's the last time you played one of our songs?" And she's like, and he's like, "Yeah, exactly. I don't even know why we're here."
Oh. Well, I play the Taste of Ink at least once a month. At least once. It's been a couple this year.
They're definitely, like I said, they're one of my favorite bands of all time, and
I'll cover the Used.
I'm excited
I'll
for
play with
them
the
to.
Used.
They're going to be here for the Disrupt tour.
They are.
The new Warp Tour is what they're trying to make it.
Yeah.
That's put on by Rockstar, right?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Disrupt Tour.
Disrupt Tour. Okay, I've seen the Sad Summer.
The Sad Summer
Yeah.
Tour.
Yeah, that's what
with
it's called.
Comedy
Okay.
Parade and the
That sounds like a hoot.
Which
No,
makes
I
it
think
a
it's
sad
great.
summer.
I think it's great that we're going to have all of these tours happening. Like
Yeah.
Warp Tour was that colossal.
Right.
That's what you did
Mayhem.
that summer.
Yes,
And now that there's a bunch happening, I think it gives
Mayhem's gone.
what Warp Tour used to be, that outlet and that like just that opportunity
Platform.
for up and coming bands.
Yeah.
These other tours are now taking that place.
Exactly.
And now that there's way more of them, there's way more opportunity. It makes me excited, not only for us, it makes me excited for all the rest of our friends who are in bands trying to do the same exact thing
Oh, yeah.
we're all doing. You know?
Yeah, exactly. No,
Yeah.
I completely agree with that because what was during like the 2010s? That's when there was all those big tours. There was Mayhem, there was Warped, there was the All Star
Taste of
Tour. Remember that?
Chaos.
Summer Slaughter still exists, but they're still existing.
People feel weird about Summer Slaughter. They complain about it every
Because it
year.
doesn't come here, and it's never someone who I don't know. Anyways, so there's all these big tours, and as they kind of drop out, you guys are completely right. It more of these smaller tours are coming in. It gives more chance for these smaller bands that who might be on those tours. No one's going to stay for them and stuff like that. But when it's a 6-band, 5-band lineup, yeah, people are going to definitely be willing to get there early and see everybody.
So like, let's talk a little bit. I'm just jumping ahead in the future.
Good.
Agitate
I love
the
you.
Airwaves. Would you rather do a festival or a tour?
Festival.
As Agitate the Airwaves?
Yeah. Like if you guys set up
Festival.
something one day,
Festival.
yeah,
Festival.
Yeah.
I'm there.
Definitely
I'll be
festival.
Definitely.
It's really you really need to have all the stars to align. I used to be putting on Heatwave Festival at Pops.
I
And
played a
there's-
couple of those.
And there was just never a time when it was just a good crowd consistently and just people getting there because it's just a bunch of people's individual fan bases that just come when they play and then they leave.
Right.
So it's kind of we just need to have.
That's why, like, it needs to be at that level where you can bring in those larger bands
Yep.
and scatter them throughout.
Yep.
That makes sense.
I would do a 3-stage thing, maybe 2. Well, 3. No, 3.
2 or 3 is fine. Yeah, I
3.
think that's great.
3 would be cool. I like what they do in like Maryland Death Fest. How they do it in there. They just rent out like a big building, and they just like make rooms. So like we go down a hallway, like literally a hallway. Take a left in a room that should be apartment room. No, it's a show. Another right. There's another show going. There's all this stuff going on. It's like Foo Bar on crack.
Yeah.
That sounds sick.
Yeah. I would hate to hear the overlap of everything, but it's super cool. So that'd be something that would be kind of neat to do. No.
What the hell's going on
There
over
is
there?
this big airplane hangar that's like the size of 2 football fields that could easily fit 3 stages in there.
Yeah.
It just needs to... It's where we did the boxing event last night.
Okay.
It's just echoey. So
Right.
I need to trying to talk them into investing.
Well, the right
and
sound guy could probably make that
It's a
airplane
good
hanger
start.
sound badass.
Well, yeah, they just need
Grady or-
They just need some
Probably Grady. Yeah.
panels hanging from the ceiling, and that would fix a lot of it.
Just some egg cartons and just.
There's a lot of eggs.
Well, this place is huge.
It's an airplane hangar.
Yeah.
Well, if we got
You'll need at least like 10 or 12.
We have the technology.
just start serving eggs at the festival. It'll pay for itself.
Up in an order.
We have circled back to breakfast.
Hey guys, we need to pause the show real quick. We really need to
Get some bacon.
We really need to push you guys to buying some of these eggs. We've made a lot of omelets. And y'all are not eating just enough. It's supposed to be like
Can
a
you
kegs and
imagine
eggs
the
situation.
smell of
I
that
thought we were
room?
actually
Oh my
pausing
God.
It
the
just smells
show.
like
the
different
smell of
eggs.
sulfur.
It's all the farts that are going on too. It's bad.
All that methane gas.
Just-
in one cup.
Just light a match.
Man, like you know, I don't really like this festival idea.
No, like we could. Now that I'm thinking about it,
Fart fest.
you know, when one of them bigger bands
Down.
goes on, just be like,
Marketable.
just
Travis
hand
said,
out a bunch
"No, I
of
want a
matches.
tour. I
Everybody
want a
lights
tour."
one. The smell's gone.
Sponsored by two Poop Scoop Chinese.
Now with breakfast.
I love that.
Oh man.
So who would be? So one at a time, you get to pick 3 bands that you get to be on a show with. Any band.
Don't do this.
They
to
can
me.
be dead people, live
Oh, you mean
people.
like-
I definitely want to go with the dead
Just,
people.
just a corpse on the stage with you.
like they're no, like
So we
they're-
brought
they're
this guy
alive.
back.
no, they're
He's
they're
gonna do
alive.
it.
The
He's gonna do
summer
stand-up
slaughter tour.
No, watch this.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
just a bunch of dead bodies on
Okay.
the stage.
Start over
So
there.
who would you
Sounds like
pick?
a Wasp
Andy gets to go
concert.
first.
Let's start with Mr. Rage over here. What do we?
Start with Dad.
I mean, if I was really going to pick 3 bands that I wanted to be on, like, I mean,
Not be on.
Not be on them.
well, I want to be
That'd be
on.
kinda
Can we
awkward.
be on the show and then on
Yeah.
them later?
Like
Okay.
you're all
Dude,
sharing
whatever.
a venue.
If they're consenting, you can do like
You just have to ask first.
yeah.
like
Maybe
for
get
example,
it in writing.
Okay.
for example, Randy Newman
Signed a contract.
and what's his name?
You don't even know his name?
It'd be Randy Newman, and then it would be the guy who plays the donkey from Shrek. What's his
Eddie
name?
Murphy.
Eddie Murphy's album,
He does a short rendition of Delirious.
and then it would be Doyle from the Misfits.
Cool.
It's a terrible lineup that
He's gonna
made.
beat the shit out of you. He almost beat the shit out of.
I would
Pat
want to
when we
see
interviewed
Randy
him.
Newman do a feature on one of a Doyle song. All right.
Lane says hi to you guys.
Hey, what's up?
And that she loves you.
All right, Andy.
Bands.
3 bands.
3.
That's such a hard question.
No more, no
I mean,
less.
if I'm gonna make this beneficial for our band,
Sure.
Kiss is the headliner because they are terrible live.
Oh,
They are terrible live. We
Yeah.
will look like such a good band in
they
front
catch
of
on
them.
fire. We were
But
talking
they've
about that
got way
earlier.
more merchandise.
And pyrotechnics.
Andy's throwing heat here.
That's true. But I saw them live when I was 11. They were garbage. The only thing that was cool was Gene Simmons spitting the fire out of the sky.
Okay, band number 2.
Okay, the second band.
If you're looking for bands that are horrible live, All
Randy
American
Newman.
Rejects would be a good one too.
I saw them live
with
a couple of years ago.
too.
Yeah,
and they were bad in my opinion.
I think that there was some sort of technical difficulties going on.
There was a little bit. His microphone didn't work for a good 5 minutes.
But when everything worked, it sounded like the record, which was boring. But
I hate you. I know why you're saying that, and we're
it's because
fighting
of that
afterwards.
conversation we had in the car. But no, like
The soundtrack from Sharknado.
ultimately, like I would love to play a stage with Foo Fighters. That's a
Okay.
given. But
Fighters of Foo.
I was going to say, yeah, why'd that one take you so long?
because I didn't want to be
You
that
knew it
guy
was one of
again,
the 3.
You know, it's
You know what,
always
band
that
number
guy.
3. What's
You want
band
to
number
start a cover band called Pooh Fighters?
3? Sponsored by?
We're a Cotton Eye Joe cover band. We just play Cotton Eye Joe.
For an hour.
I had any requests. Play that same song.
No, we just
Okay, here we go.
no, we just change the tuning every single song.
Oh my, no,
So-
that's viable.
I really want to do it where every time,
Just go up
whichever
like a half
recording of
step
this,
every time.
they say Cotton Eye Joe, it gets faster.
Oh no!
Okay.
For an hour.
It'd feel like a
Yeah.
fever dream.
And drop F.
That's
So,
not
like,
a song anymore.
We're at 380 BPM, Jesus.
Okay,
It's like
band
trash
number
noise
3.
band.
I am curious now.
He said band number 3. He
You
said
did?
Foo Fighters.
Chuck E. Cheese.
That was
Yeah.
number 2.
The third band.
You said Randy Newman.
The third band, I would like to share a stage with Lower Than Atlantis, just because.
No, they had their last show.
Lower Than Anus.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
Lords of the Anus?
Lower
That's what I
Than
thought.
Atlantis.
Oh, lower than the anus.
Yeah.
Lower
than
than
the
anus.
You got it.
I like that. Lower than the anus.
It's
oh my God.
it's right
That's
next to
the
the
gooch.
tank. The tank.
No, it's
Gooch.
same thing.
I call it the tank.
They're an eclectic band.
If you
They
go-
have some really happy songs. They got some sad songs, and the sad ones are my
Lower than
favorite.
the anus. Oh,
Yeah.
Dylan's
Jack
turn.
Taint's new band.
Lower Than the Anus.
Jack Taint.
All right, go.
Yeah. All right, let's take a short break.
Take a short
Play one of
break.
your songs.
Okay, we'll come
Which
back
one you
with
playing?
Dylan's 3.
Still waiting.
I don't like that one.
You don't
Doesn't
like
matter.
that
It's the
one?
only one I
Hey,
have.
shut up.
Go ahead.
All right, we'll be back. You listen to Agitate the Airwaves.
We know that this has been a long time coming. Did you forget what you deserve? I was reserved initially, 'cause I got my heart shattered, scattered, pumping blood in reverse. You've been pulling all my fears, won't you believe it took so damn long to tell you that my life's not terrible. You make
this life I lead while living in
My bad.
when I'm down, when I'm broken. Remind me of better days. Start things off with the cliche. I'm stuck in my own head, and I know that I should fight back and not stay at home in bed. So let's waste time with a late night drive and let these sad songs speak for us. Roll the windows down, turn the music up, and let them know we've had enough. Make me believe in this life I lead while living in the gray. When I'm done, when I'm broken, remind me of better days. This is just what I need to feel less defeated. When we're down, we're not broken. These are our better days. If it's okay, let us keep things the way they should be. There's no reason to regress. Gotta move past all these setbacks. I'm not losing in the end. So let's waste time with a late night drive and let these sad songs speak for us. Roll the windows down, turn the music up, and let them know we've had enough. Make me believe in this life I lead while living in the gray. When I'm done, when I'm broken, remind me of better days. This is just what I need to feel less defeated. When we're down, we're not broken. These are our better days. Passion is substantial. It's not some trend. These voices in my head are not my friends. Suppression is substantial. It's not some trend. These voices in my head are not my friends. Suppression is substantial. It's not some trend. These voices in my head are not my friends. In this life I lead while living in the gray. When I'm down, when I'm broken, make me believe in this life I lead while living in the gray. When I'm done, when I'm broken, remind me of better days. This is just what I need to feel less defeated. When we're down, we're not broken. These are our better days.
Welcome back to
Agitate the Airwaves.
Oh yeah. Still have inner outlines here.
What's up?
I like your shirt.
Thanks.
You're still waiting for us to leave?
What?
You're still waiting for us to leave?
I hate
Still- So yeah, that was pretty good though. Still waiting.
Marketing.
We played.
Isn't that how it's
That
done?
was the name of that song that we played, everyone, in case you didn't know. Even though it was on your screen, if you're listening, which if you hear me right now, you're listening.
But what if they're blind?
Listening with their eyes.
Kuvi doesn't listen to us.
What? Why not? Kubi?
Come back, baby.
He's actually booked to perform at our comedy show next month. He does a lot of our comedy shows.
Yeah.
He's a good dude.
He's a great
And
comedian
hilarious.
too.
Yes.
He did some MC work for us at one of our shows at Cicero's, our
Mhm.
first headliner.
Yep.
It incredible.
That's hilarious.
We'd never really met him, and we were introduced to him. And what was really funny is, he's talking to me, telling me, everything. And I had kind of reached out to some people that knew him and kind of got a feel for everything because I'd never really met him. And, I was informed that he was, blind. Well, Cody comes up with his phone. He says, "Hey, dude, check this out," and puts it right in front of Kubi. I was like, "He's blind, dude." And he's like, "Oh, well, shit. I'll tell you about it then." He starts going.
He was actually, apparently, Jason was telling me he was on his show last night at Fubar, and he was, like, up there telling jokes and shit, and he was, like, he was saying, like, some racial stuff, and he was like, "Don't worry, guys, I don't see color."
Oh, stop.
But, yeah. I wanted you guys, I appreciate you guys coming on today, and everyone, if you want to see these guys live, June 1st at Fubar for Agitate the Airwaves Birthday Debauchery 2 with a bunch of other bands and hip-hop artists and stuff. We've got a shit ton of people. We got Retro Champ, Frost Money, Colejack YSD, fucking Egan's Rats, Smiley Boy, J Rebel. I'm about to name everyone without looking it up. Inner Outlines, The Wild and Free, Skylines.
Go.
And
I know the last one.
Oh, you do?
Shit. I knew that I was gonna draw a blank on one, and that
I'll give you one hint.
All right,
the best fucking rock band in Missouri.
Okay, I know it now.
Best fucking rock band in Missouri.
Oh yeah,
they're voted like 3 years in a row best mid-Missouri rock band. They're from Columbia.
They're pretty neato.
Oh, the Mini Colored Death.
Yes,
Mini Colored Death.
Damn right. Yeah,
hit the applause button.
I
Which
know.
one is it?
I know why. I know why I couldn't think of it is because they're one of the last editions that we had. Yeah. That lineup has changed so goddamn much.
Yep,
well, it's a good lineup now.
The whole time.
Everyone who's on, stay.
Right.
This is gonna be a show.
If anyone drops, I will murder you.
I know where you live.
But yeah, it's going to be a really good show.
Reasons,
it's going to be hosted potentially by Travis Spade if he doesn't get arrested on the way to the venue. It happened. Last time I had him booked to perform here, he got he sent us a video of him in the back of a cop car.
Dang.
Oh,
so rebel.
Hopefully that doesn't happen. If
well,
not,
there's an alibi.
We'll just host it ourselves.
He didn't record it.
I just didn't want to have to host. Last year at our birthday show, I threw a cake at Firebird and got in trouble.
Aww.
And I also popped off 2 confetti cannons without telling anyone I was going to do it. They didn't like that either. But yeah, that's why I'm like, guys, it's called the Birthday Debauchery. What did you expect?
Right. I don't understand why people don't like surprises. I thought that's what everybody planned for people's birthdays.
Right.
Do a surprise birthday party.
I threw a
You just
cake
did
at
surprise
someone.
cake throw.
Yeah.
No big deal.
It didn't hit the person that I threw it at either.
It hit somebody else?
It actually hit the floor right in front of the bar. So there was cake everywhere. And then Rob, the bartender, he was like mopping it up, and I'm like, me drunk, I'm like, hey, I'll clean it up. He's like, no, just go away.
Just go. Haven't you done enough?
But again, thank you guys for coming on. Anything you guys want to tell everyone where they can find your music? And
Yes.
anything else you got going on?
Hey, listen up. We're in our outlines. We would love to have you. We are on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're on Twitter. We're on Apple Music. We're on Spotify. We're on Google Play. Is that the correct term?
Google Play Music, yes.
Google Play Music. Google Music playing.
I'm glad you didn't forget it, though. So a lot of people forget about Google Play Music for us Android users.
Yeah.
We have a 10-song record called Perspective out since December. Give it a spin. Give it a listen. And
17 other songs.
Come out June 1st to Fubar and tell us what you think.
Word. We're going to play another one of your songs. This is probably, from what I've seen, the most popular song on your guys' album, Reincarnate.
Yeah. It's up there, yeah. Let's say.
We're going to play that, and we'll be back with Soloman Crowe.
Woo. I just bought a shirt.
what I'm missing. But even so, my mind and soul's been taken over by my body, demanding its recovery. Now you gotta let me help me. I will endure self-hate and put my head on straight. I will be just as great, reincarnate the pain and the torture of closure. When does this end? I will regain composure to begin. 'Cause the beat of my heart is lessening. I beg you to cease my suffering. I will endure self-hate and put my head on straight. I will be just as great. I will reincarnate.
The night cries, light skies, butterflies, fireflies. Mankind, born to die. When it's time, who decides? We lost once, too early on. We live on, to carry on. Don't put that burden on me. A man left dead in the street. Blood ran down to his feet. Put a flower underneath. How to pack my pain away. How to watch my sins away. How to made it through the darkness. Now headed through the lights. The night cries, light skies, butterflies, fireflies. Free your mind, load a gun, sell your soul, holy son. Speak the truth, hold your tongue, back to sleep. Will we be good? Don't put that burden on me. A man left dead in the streets. Blood ran down to his feet. Put a flower underneath. How to back my pain away. How to wash my sins away. Oh, I'd have made it through the darkness. Lord, now I'm heading through the lights. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, made it through the darkness. Hey, heading through the lights. Hey, made it through the darkness. Hey, heading through the lights.
Welcome back to Agitate the Airwaves, live from Sunny's Bar in Overland at 9728 Lackland Road. That last song was Through the Darkness featuring Thrush by Rip James. If you liked that, you can come check him out live tonight at Sunny's Bar during the Comedy Danger Zone show. We will have 5 total comedians and 4 hip-hop acts, including Rip James himself as the music headliner. But we have Soloman Crowe here with us now. How you guys doing?
Doing good, man. Thanks for having us.
No, we appreciate you guys coming in. Jason had to run out because he had to go get his lady because her car broke.
Oh, that's always fun.
But so tell us a little bit about you guys. First off, introduce yourselves, and then tell us about like how long you've been doing music, and what got you into music to begin with.
Well, I'm Soloman.
I'm Benny Mascatah.
Yeah, this is my counterpart. We've been doing this together since before I was even Soloman. Yeah, we just kind of started jamming together in
like 3 years or so.
Yeah, 3 years. Feels like a lifetime and a half, but yeah. I basically started. I've been writing songs for a long time, and I came down to St. Louis from Wisconsin and met up with this cat playing. What was that? Great Roseville, right?
Yeah, we met in college. Shout out all the EI students. The school doesn't exist anymore, but we did it. We were there. We graduated too.
Nice.
Side note.
It's a cool little watermark on the resume, I guess. But yeah, no, that's where we met, and we started jamming in a band. We've been through a lot of different bands together. Shout out to Blacktooth Dracane.
Yeah.
Fucking
Miniskirt Magnets.
The Miniskirt Magnets. KG Roberts, he's still out there doing things.
KG Roberts.
Yep.
Yeah.
What else did we do together? We did. I was in a project called Robbing John for a while. That
okay,
was.
I've heard of Robbing John.
Yeah, that was fucking awesome.
Man, killer music.
Yeah, and then yeah, but I've always just kind of done my own solo man project. You know what I mean? And then he hopped on board, and now we've got people hopping on board left and right. So it's kind of weird.
Yeah,
but it's
awesome.
awesome.
I randomly came across you guys on Facebook. I think it was actually you guys went on Rock Radio Revolution.
Yeah.
And I saw you guys on there, and I was like, I need to get these guys in for an interview.
Yeah, that was a great time. K2,
Yeah,
hang in
shout
there,
out
buddy.
K2, he's a good fella, man.
We're working on something for you, by the way.
Yeah.
So, we've been asking everyone lately. So you've been part of the music scene for a while. So what do you see that's changed so far, like since you started the music scene, this local music scene, to now? Like, what have you seen evolving within the music scene?
I'd say the camaraderie is getting a little bit thicker than it was. Like,
Yeah.
We're certainly linking up with a lot of good friends that we've been playing with, and like we support each other. Like we all try our best to go to other people's shows. When we started out doing this stuff, we were playing in like empty rooms. People just didn't feel like they want to come out and see things.
Right.
But once we started like linking up with other musicians and like trying to shake their hand, give them a helping hand, they return the favor. And it seems like that whole bond, like a good friend Andrew Dahl, Andrew and the Dolls, they played last night. Those are good fellas. Joshua James, those are good friends of ours. Like, just seems like people are actually trying to support one another.
Community finally is starting to present itself, which is nice.
So, what are you guys' inspirations? Like growing up, like what type of music did you gravitate towards?
This is where it gets fun because we're on different spectrums of life here.
Well, I grew up on like Slipknot, System of a Down, Johnny Cash, and Bob Dylan, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Like I go all over the place. And then
I'm pretty like Old Man in the Dirt, Black Sabbath for sure. The only tattoo I had was a Black Sabbath tattoo, but Black Sabbath, Kiss for sure. Stuff like things of that nature, the old timey stuff.
He's a big hip hop head too, though.
You and Old Man Rob that was over here earlier. You get along.
Yeah. It's pretty much how my music upbringing was. Is all my father's, collection of records and CDs, etc.
That's awesome. So, you guys, what is? So you guys got music coming out soon?
Yes, we are working on a record.
It's done on my laptop in my basement, and it's a work in progress. But we're finally almost done with it. So, yeah, that'll be out at some point, someday, soon. I promise.
What can people expect from that?
A shit show.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, you guys do a lot of YouTube videos. I saw.
Yeah.
Where you guys just talk shit, basically.
I think live performance is definitely where we shine. Just being in the heat of the moment is kind of where we certainly.
Well, that's the only moment there is. This one. So I've been realizing lately, because like I said, I've been doing this alone for so long, and then he dropped in, and we've been doing it for like 2 years, just us, and now it's an actual like full-fledged kind of deal here, and so I'm kind of learning how to, I don't know, be a professional-ish sort of thing, because I've always just done it because it's who I am. I am this music, you know what I mean? And now other people are investing themselves in it, so I'm learning how to kind of be a unit outside of just myself, you know what I mean?
Right.
So
directing a band is a lot harder than most people will imagine.
Yeah.
When he asked me to join on, it pretty much was just he had all these songs written. This is out of his brain, his genius, and I just kind of do my best to help him out. And then now we actually have like other cats in the group with material themselves, and things are just evolving every day
into this big, wonderful, beautiful shit show. And I cannot wait to take my name off of the band name, because when it just becomes a shit show and they can do it without me, I'll be like, fuck yeah, I did something right somewhere along the line.
I mean, just the name alone will get people to want to book you.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's something we're pretty stern on. Like, we're not necessarily going to change for marketability or what's the.
Well, I mean, the marketing is genius anyway. So
that's all.
Everyone wants to go see a shit show.
Yeah. Like I said, it's funny because like sometimes we play shows that people like leave that out. They just like say Soloman Crowe and the show or something. Like
or they just say Soloman Crowe.
Inevitable shit
pussies.
Political correctness, so we understand it, but
but we get up there and we're like, "What the fuck is up? We're the shit show,"
I think that's also why what we do kind of comes off so natural and pure, is because it doesn't really matter where we're at or who we're playing for.
We're going to do it all the way.
We never put on an act. This is just who we are as people.
Yeah. Right. That's good though. Like, there's a lot of, I see it a lot. Like, people change their music, they change their image and all this stuff to try and be more marketable in quotations. And when it all comes down to it, like, people eventually notice that you're being fake as fuck and stop.
Natural,
stop giving a shit. Like Avril Lavigne, you saw that shit. Like,
authenticity is the most important thing to me about everything and anything that happens. So definitely with the music, like, there are cover songs. We owe this guy. His name is shit. What can't I remember right now? He made our keychains.
Oh, the guy in the basement.
No, not the guy in the basement.
That's his name, the guy in the basement.
Well, we do have a guy in the basement, and we have a guy in the van, and we have a guy on a couch. Fuck, name is slipping my mind. I'll remember it later and randomly shout it out. But in exchange for, he 3D printed for us a bunch of keychains and like some like Crowe skulls and other really, really badass shit. In exchange for the first round of that, we have to learn how to play and cover Toxic by Britney Spears. So we've been working on making,
it's a hell of a trade-off,
doing an authentic cover of that, and so far we've got like a very interesting.
Have you heard the other, like the other cover that was done of that?
Oh, I've scoured the internet. I've heard almost every cover out there just to get some kind of like an idea.
What was it? What the fuck is that band's name? Roman something.
We Came as Romans?
Yeah, We Came as Romans. Yeah. They did it, yeah. I don't know why I couldn't think of their name.
Yeah, that's a great band.
That was a really good cover, yeah. All the pop goes punk stuff, or punk goes pop, like, I love it all. Like,
yeah.
Well, funny enough, a girl was playing that song cover 1860s a couple nights ago. Probably nobody else knew what was going on, but we're just dying laughing in the background because, she did a wonderful job, but we're just like, trying to take down notes, like, oh, this sounds good.
And you know what? She actually might have been the most helpful as far as, like, because she just, like, sang it, like, no fucks given. Just, like, here it is. And it's like a little light bulb in my mind. I was like, man, I'm such a fucking hypocrite. Like, she's teaching me my lessons right now. So, yeah, we're just look forward to that if you're at the next show because we're going to play Toxic.
We're chock full of random cover songs like that. I think B-side weird music is where we flourish once again.
I mean, covers, like, I'm cool with covers as long as you're trying to make it sound exactly like the original.
Absolutely.
Because then what's the fucking point?
Play a cover as if you
if
wrote
you're
it
making
yourself.
it your own, if you're making it your own, it's technically not even a cover; it's a parody.
Yeah.
Which makes it legal for you to even do it without permission. So,
well, we certainly try to do them all justice. We play a couple. When we started, The Devil Makes Three was a big influence on us.
Oh yeah.
But even still, we love The Devil Makes Three. All their music is great, but we always try to throw a little spin on it, either like speed it up, or throw in some solo breaks, or
we do an Etta James song. It's we do it bluesy, but have a breakdown at the end of it, and then go right back into blues.
It's
like shit like that.
Yeah, throwing distortion on an old
hollow
Etta
body
James
guitar
classic. You know, what I mean, just making it metal as hell. I mean,
that's what's up. All right. We're going to keep this fresh, so we're going to take a short break with some music, and then we'll come back and we'll have more of Soloman Crowe. And I'm going to download one of their songs so you guys can get a little snippet of what you can hear if you go see them live. We'll be back. You listen to Agitate the Airwaves.
Oh, I know that I regret this when I'm sober, but every shot I'm getting closer, getting closer. Is it true that 80 proof is the reason I'm with you? Oh, I know that I regret this when it's over.
You know, story of my fucking life.
I regret this when it's over.
Easy. Yeah. I might regret this when tomorrow comes, but them drunk nights are more fun than sober ones. With every shot they're like, oh, here Kobe comes. But I got this bad bitch trying to throw me buns. If I listen to my unks, all the older ones, they'll talk about karma, how it slowly comes. But life is short, enjoy it while you're young. Spend my bank account tonight and have to borrow funds. It all started with a light glass. Now I'm asking how long could tonight last. Man, she had the ass face but a tight ass. If I had a shot less, then I might pass. But I'm faded and I got a little sedated. I can't believe we made it, every night we celebrated. I live like Jim Morrison, no telling where I take it. I take her to my room and I tell her get naked.
I know that I regret this when I'm sober, but every shot I'm getting closer, getting closer. Is it true that 80 proof is the reason I'm with you? Oh, I know that I regret this when it's over. I just know that I regret this when it's over. I just know that I regret this when it's
I slipped out with my ex and I smashed again. Stayed over, now she's about to get attached again. Walls built up around her, come crashing in. Passed out at 6 a.m., but she's up at 10. Doing this was not in my plan. She got up and saw rubbers in a trash can. Hoop bearing, some bitch left on my nightstand. Cussed me out and stormed off like, alright then. On both sides, that was bad for 'em. Why do people do things that be bad for 'em? Say we done with these things, then we ask for 'em. When the sun comes down, then we transform. Yeah. You could probably bet this. By this time tomorrow, I'll probably regret this. Try, but it all falls down like Tetris. No telling where that 80 proof gets us.
I know that I regret this when I'm sober, but every shot I'm getting closer, getting closer. Is it true that 80 proof is the reason I'm with you? Oh, I know that I regret this when it's over. I just know that I regret this when it's over. I just know that I regret this when it's over.
I told my doctor, don't look into my lyrics. I'm afraid of institutions, don't don't wanna be committed. And the drugs they get to even out the mood that's always changing, push me closer to an edge. Suicidal thoughts I'm thinking. I swear there's no one around who even really cares. Even if they say they do, they'll learn to hate me soon. I feel so used, broken by abuse, and anyone who stood by manipulation by the truth. They don't understand you probably never will, and that's understandable, cause neither do you. Sensitivity's the curse, I feel so strongly that I hurt inside. I wanna be okay, I dream about it just to see that nightmares are dreams with a sensible realist touch. They were monsters inside us, destroying what we touch. So much to bright sides, doubling down and kissing skies. I will overcome the sickness, it was kind of wishful thinking. If I'm locked down in bed, it's controlling my potential. I can't find a reason to set foot on these tiles, so I think I'll just stay like a prisoner inside and hope that one day my circumstances change. But I'm locked down in bed, it's controlling my potential. I can't find a reason to set foot on these tiles, so I think I'll just stay like a prisoner inside. I hope that one day my circumstances change. But I'm locked down in bed, controlling my potential. Can't find a reason to step foot on these tiles. Think I'll just stay like a prisoner inside. Hope that one day my circumstances change. But we don't change, no, we can't ever change. We don't change, we can never change. And we know we won't change. We cannot change, and we know we won't change. Cause I am just the best at disappointing you all. I am cracking under pressure, I just wanna find my center, or a place where I can find some fucking peace of mind. Just for one moment, stop the raging in my mind. Just do better, it's not that hard. Self-destruction overclouding, self-destruction, and I'm tearing at the seams. Blank space, reality. If you wanna save yourself, then just leave me. But I'm locked down in bed, controlling my potential. Can't find a reason to step foot on this house, so I think I'll just stay like a prisoner inside. And I hope that one day my circumstances change. I got 2 shots left to give me a life. I can't destroy my destiny, gaslight a fight, fire start all my actions that led me to burn away everything that I hold close and dear. I'm so wrong, I'll never be right. I don't even know how to get a hold of my mind. I hate this thing that you've grown to be. Every mark that I make is just a sour, bittersweet.
Eraser, filling the graveyards with words better left unsaid. Most pages of this story's missing. There's not enough here to comprehend. And the dead don't speak, but they sure do listen. With words left unspoken, they speak of how this story will end. I don't belong here, extraterrestrial soul. I wanna go home, I wanna go home, I wanna go home, I wanna go home, I wanna go home. I'm letting go, so let me go, just let me go. I wanna go.
silver. I bleed black ink and graphite lead. I've learned to love this damn eraser. Here in this graveyard with words better left unsaid.
Motherfucker should've never turned my mic on.
Oh! That exactly. Oh! Say wrong! This is right. Say here we are. This is right.
You motherfucker should've never turned my mic on. Out with the bullshit, it's time for the fight song. Black hoodie, black Air Force Ones. Nigga with an attitude, got an Air Force gun. Ready to get blood on my white tee, and it's a billion motherfuckers feel just like me. And I got shots to give, so it'll never be another Tupac and Big. Ain't nothing you can do to stop this shit. Gangsta rappers alive.
Punk rockers live.
In the dark with no sunshine. When it's time for war, we on the front line. Good Charlotte, bringing the bass line.
This is right.
Dear Mr. President,
here we are. This is right.
I let it to the motherfucking government.
Say no, we don't want that shit. Say no, we can't take that shit. Say whoa. This is right. This is right.
From the hood to the trailer parks, skater parks to the Ave, trading in our American flags for all black rags. Cause to them we ain't shit but welfare niggas and poor white trash. Dear America, the fact is this: you a soldier behind your back, you a jab or spit. Yeah, master, ours are gon' rap for chips. You know we outside the White House with bats and sticks. This is more than rhyming. This is mothers crying. And if it's a free country, why is war designed to send my people to fight when they don't know why they dying? This ain't a cry for help, this is Bush resigning.
This is right. Say here we are. This is right.
Writing a letter to the motherfucking government.
Say no, we don't want that shit. Say no, we can't take that shit. Say whoa. This is right. This is right. We gotta get up, stand up, to get up, set up. Here we are.
Yeah, Mr. President.
We gotta get up, stand up, to get up. This is right. This is right. Say whoa.
Turn my mic on.
Say here we are. This is right.
Out with the bullshit, it's time for the fight song.
Say no, we don't want that shit. Say no, we can't take that shit. Say whoa. This is right. This is right.
Welcome back to Agitate the Airwaves. We are still here with Soloman Crowe.
Hello.
So you guys were just talking about off air, like you guys both went to EI, which is Extreme Institute. For anyone who's not from St. Louis, who isn't familiar with that, it's basically a music production school.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the experience you guys had there, because we don't have anything like that in St. Louis anymore.
Anymore.
Yeah.
Well, I actually went to that school 4 times. I dropped out 3 of them. The 4th time I came back, everybody knew who I was already because I'd been there, you know. So I thought I was just coming back to say hi, but I was like, no, I'm coming back to school. And they put me on this like probation program where I basically had to have straight A's damn near the entire time. And nobody thought it was going to happen because of my previous track record. So, but no, I ended up graduating and then the fucking school shut down like a couple months later. But it was amazing, man.
That's where we met. Actually, I was playing in a group called Gray Roseville, and we were looking for a replacement guitar player. And this man was running, his solo stuff. He was using a suitcase for a kick drum.
Back in the
and
suitcase days. I had duct taped a tambourine to another foot pedal and put it on the other side, and so that was my rhythm. And then I was playing the guitar and singing, and I had a looper pedal sometimes that I would use too.
Yeah, we saw them. Used to do like stuff on a street corner called the Sounds of St. Louis.
Yep.
And we saw them. I saw them just that one time, and I was sold immediately. I was like, "That's the kid. That's the one we should get in a group." And that, like we were saying earlier, that was one of the many groups that we ended up going through together.
Right.
But I mean, it's all by circumstance, man. I mean, synchronicity is what we like to say.
Synchronicity.
That's awesome. So, what do you think? Like the biggest, most important thing that you guys learned from going to EI?
I think networking, as far as like meeting other musicians, other like-minded people, other people who live and breathe this stuff the same way we do. Certainly, like to this day, like we have friends from school who help us out, booking shows, find shows, or just other performers to fill the bill.
Yeah, well, the way I see it is, I'll go back to authenticity. Just be yourself. Don't try to emulate anything anyone else does, because we countless waves of potential connections of just people trying to be somebody that's already out there.
Right.
And I've never played that game because I can't. It's not in me. I'm not capable of doing it. I'm an eccentric asshole, and I have to be myself. You know what I mean?
So it wasn't like all right, this is how you guys have to do things. This is the way it is. That's set in stone. If you do it differently, you're wrong. It wasn't that type of thing.
No, they actually encouraged us to be as weird as we normally are.
Yeah, we were the most different. I mean, we had guitars at Nellie's school. You walk into a predominantly hip-hop establishment with a guitar, and everybody loves you. Lay down a beat for me, man. Let's see what you got, So we had no problems finding people that wanted to work with us. It was just finding people that were being
serious
themselves,
enough.
and like not trying to be the next Nelly or the next Tech 9, So
right.
That's why now we're just kind of doing what we've always done, and now people are starting to pay attention, I guess.
Especially, we have a wide variety of kind of flavors that we touch on. I mean, we have definitely a lot of blues-orientated stuff, some heavier metal, rock and roll stuff, like some reggae out of nowhere. We got it on very rough recordings that probably some people never will see. We have a couple of hip hop tracks.
Benny's actually a phenomenal rapper.
That's another thing too. Is we blended in and tried to play with everybody we could. Just kind of feel everything out, because you learn everything. You learn something from every musician you come across. I think we're good at finding that one thing and then turn it into something our own. They definitely embrace our weirdness all the way. Our teachers were actually pretty phenomenal with cutting us breaks. Like, hey, we got a gig tonight. All right, you can go.
Don't worry about finals. Take them next week. Go play a show. So,
I mean, why wouldn't they encourage you guys to play out?
Exactly.
Well, I think at the time, I mean, there was definitely a lot of other students working, in the real world. But I not to get too far ahead of ourselves, but we were working pretty steady. Like, until this day, I mean, we'll play damn near anywhere you want us to. We'll throw it down if we can.
As long as it's not a pay-to-play bullshit kind of thing.
Yeah. Definitely, no. Yeah.
So
let's talk about that. Pay-to-play.
Oh, boy.
We've talked about it on here before several times, because our philosophy... So there's some people out there that believe that pay-to-play is equivalent to asking acts to sell tickets.
It's not.
Exactly. Because my philosophy, there's kind of a gray area, because there are some hip hop promoters out there. It's usually hip hop that'll be like, all right, yeah, well, we're not going to make you pay to play, but we're going to make you buy these tickets up front,
and you're responsible.
And whatever you don't
and
sell,
you're responsible to sell them. You have to sell a minimum, and then after you sell the minimum, then you can keep everything after that.
Yeah.
In my opinion, that is still pay to play.
Yeah.
Because you have to pay up front versus basically a commission-based sales type thing. That's the way I do it. Any promoter I've worked with, like Frost Money, Jason, who was just here, we do it that way, where you're basically, here's tickets, you make a commission based off of what you sell. Yeah.
I think that's my biggest thing about it is the experience that we've had with gigs that way. It almost feels like we're doing, the promoter's job or the club's job, we're doing their job for them. You know what I mean? We're not only writing, practicing, and performing these songs, but we're promoting the damn thing, selling all the tickets, gathering people to show up, and it's, I don't know, I just feel, like in the old days, it didn't go down like that. You know what I mean? I feel like people are just slacking. They don't want to put in the elbow grease,
Well, I mean, that's one perspective, and I agree with that, but I think it's right and it's justified for the venue to get something out of it as well. It's a teamwork because one wouldn't be one without the other.
Absolutely.
I just feel like there's got to be a better way to go about it.
And right, what a lot of people don't understand either is like 9 times out of 10 at a local level, it's not even the venue booking it. It's a promoter that's booking it, and the promoter is responsible for paying the venue, paying the sound guy, paying the door guy. Like they've got all this overhead, so. People think, these promoters are making bank off of these bands. Not
That's
really,
not
like
true. Right, but that is
unless you're Mike Judy.
That is the motivation, though, for that promoter. He's not at that point not caring about whether or not it's good music or anything about it. He's caring about the draw, and that's where that inauthenticity comes in for me. Like I'll give an arm and a leg to see my favorite band in the world called Brownbird. Nobody knows who they are. They're just a couple of YouTube cats. But if I had the chance, I would sell my unborn children to go see them play.
Yeah.
No one will, but they wouldn't bring anyone there. It'd be an empty room. Whereas I couldn't give a fuck less about seeing Britney Spears or Celine Dion or Metallica.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where
Right.
people are selling their unborn children to see them. The promoters even, because they know people are going to sell unborn children to see them, and they're going to get a leg off of that unborn kid.
Exactly.
So it's just the motivation and the reasoning and the why. The why do you do it? Why are you here? What's it about? That's where I'm at. And for me, it's always about the song. It's about the message behind it, and it's about translates into,
blood,
Exactly.
sweat, and tears behind it all. Certainly.
Exactly. Like for me as a promoter, like my number one goal is to get as many bodies in the room to support these acts. Number 2 goal is make sure the venue that's letting us put on these shows is getting something out of it as well.
Absolutely.
And then 3rd is me.
Yeah.
Because promoter, it's in the name.
Yeah.
Like, promote the show, get people out there, work with the bands and the acts as a team to get as many people out there. But yeah, like, and there's some people out there, some acts out there that they just want to, oh yeah, I'll take the show, and then they just want to show up and play. You don't see them say anything about the show coming up.
Yeah,
it's like, bro, like, I don't have a direct access to your fan base.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you're not saying you're playing, they're not going to know you're playing.
It's a two-way street for sure.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Now, yeah, we want to get strangers here for you too. That's where my job comes in. I'm supposed to get the people who don't know who you are, and you're supposed to get the people that do know who you are. And
but it really, really helps when, like, as a promoter, I don't know, I'm not a promoter, but my question to you is, when you do find an act to promote, do you just go for, whatever, or do you seek out and it's like, no, I actually really like this band. This band I'll promote, or this band I'll book.
And I've talked about this before. To me, it really doesn't matter if I like them or not, because that's not what it's about. It's not about what I like.
Mhm.
I've booked acts that I'm personally not a fan of.
Right.
But I know that there are people out there that are a fan of them, so I'm going to book them because it's not, like, again, it's not about me. It's about the local scene as a whole, and it's about the fans of the local scene being able to see what they want to see.
I dig that.
Because there's a local rapper, I won't say his name. He actually called me out. He's like, "Oh, you don't like my music," and I'm like, "I'll be honest with you. I am not a fan of your style of music."
But some people do.
Yeah, but there are people that do. Hence why I booked your ass twice. So get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Be happy with what you got. Yeah. No, we certainly know strangers to that. I mean, the first 2 years we were doing this, I mean, most of the gigs were, maybe a cheap bar tab, or definitely no money, cash payment. You know what I mean? And we understand it's a push and pull. Everybody's got to get their little chunk off of it. I guess what I was saying earlier is it kind of feels that that pay to play shit, or whatever they're calling it. It's just there's no camaraderie, there's no friendship about it. They're they're just trying to make a nickel off you. They don't give a fuck about what happens. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
That's how it
and
seems.
I see it all. There's even big. Actually, matter of fact, there's a dude that he's a he's I'd say a regional rapper. He's not really big, but he has somewhat of a following to where he could tour within a region. But he hit me up and he's like, "Hey, can you?" He's like, "I self-booked at FUBAR. Can you help me book openers?" And I said, "What's the ticket structure, or whatever that you guys set up?"
Yeah.
He's like, $50 deposit from the act, and then I give them 20 tickets. They give me 100% of the ticket sales, and then they get 8 minutes to perform. I'm like, no, I'm not. I can't do that.
Nah.
I'm like, you're on your own, buddy.
No thanks, pal.
And good luck finding a promoter in St. Louis that will do that.
Yeah.
And then you didn't offer me anything to book these for you. So you want me to be your booking agent, but you want me to do it for free, and then ask all these bands to pay you
Put
money,
up money
or these
too.
artists to pay you money too to perform?
Yeah.
No, ain't happening.
Absolutely not.
I may be a bit of a dreamer, definitely an idealist, but if we could just take money out of music in general, do not do it for money or profit or anything like that. Just do it to do it, and everybody came to see it, and hear it to hear it, and like everybody just did it, and the only compensation that we got from it was to experience it and enjoy it, and to come together and be together, to have music together. That would be a dream come true. That'd be perfect.
There's times that's possible, but you got to keep in mind too, though. There's a lot of acts. I'd say 80% of the acts do not want to perform for free.
Yeah,
at all.
We don't want to perform.
And
for free
I don't blame them.
Gotta eat.
But there's also the fact that money's got to come from somewhere.
Exactly. And that's the conflict of the
someone's gotta pay the
spiritual
bar
versus
tab.
the
right.
Someone's got to pay the bar tab. That's
right.
for sure.
But yeah, it's kind of like a like you said, a push and pull type thing. It's got to be beneficial for everyone, and in my opinion, the commission structure is the best way, the fairest way to do it.
It's an incentive to work your ass off.
And there'll be times where like I'll do like door deals too. Like I'll be like, if it's a strong enough show where I feel like there will be a good amount of people that come, regardless of pre-sale tickets. Then I'll just do, all right, we'll just do only at the door. Say we'll have 5 acts, $8 at the door. Everyone gets $1 per person to the door.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I've done that.
That's how I
effort to help everybody out. That's what I mean, like a fellowship. Right.
But I've tried that before once too, and one of the bands was like, I don't want to get paid the same amount as everyone else because we're bigger than everyone.
Oh, fuck that. That doesn't matter. I'm a big fan of the door tip bucket game. Because actually, that's how I started. My first ever dollar was because I came from busking. That's how I taught myself how to play and sing and write and all that stuff, is set up on the sidewalk and just practice in front of people with an open case. The more money I made that day, probably learned a new chord or something, you know what I mean? Like, I'm doing better than I did the day I only made 3 cents. Today I made $50 and now my phone bill's paid, you know?
Many a hot days in the sun.
And cold-ass days in the freezing Wisconsin winters, too.
Just so you can scrape up some beer money and cigarette money. And I mean, but it's
Food.
all worth it, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I resort to like our previous experiences, some of the bands we were in a long time ago, and like one particular time, like we didn't reach their limit of ticket sales, and like we had to, out of our own pocket, like fill that gap. So not only did we spend money to get there and perform and play, but we also had to give a chunk of money just so they like, let us actually play. Like that just left a really bad taste in my mouth, and I never care to experience that ever again. You know?
Did you guys, have you heard about, like, I think it was like a year or two ago, there was like the street performer wars going down on downtown?
The street performer
like
wars?
Turf war.
We're no stranger to that. We're no stranger to that.
I'm like, what are you guys, drug dealers? Come on.
Kind of, yeah. No, it's it's a turf war. I've seen some terrifying and been involved in some. Like, I've been to the West Coast and back doing this. And man, if you don't have at least a hatchet with you, do not busk in Las Vegas. I'll tell you that right now.
They're very territorial.
That's crazy. But we're coming to the end of the show. I want to thank you guys for coming on and talking with me today. Give everyone a rundown of like where they can find you guys, where they can see you guys perform next. And all that stuff.
We're on Facebook, and then the main thing to keep in mind: Soloman is spelled with an A. Soloman.
Yes, I figured that out.
Yes, my bad for spelling it that way. But it's Soloman Crowe with an E at the end of it, and not the wrestler. That's all the advice I got for you. If you can't, and because I'm not the wrestler, and it's spelled with an A.
And if you're still confused, just look at the title of this episode, and it's in there.
That too. But yeah, no, we're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, the Google Play thing. Basically, anywhere you type that name in, if it doesn't pop up, we're not there. Otherwise, there we are. As far as locally live, in real life, we'll be at the Way Out Club on June 8th with the Evening Glories and Susie Kuzi? I don't know how to say it. Susie Kuzi, which is a cool name.
And we're currently in the works of getting more material on all those sites as well.
Yeah, we've got the album
Stay
is
tuned.
very, very close. An actually mixed, not just demo tape album.
All right. Again, thank you guys for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
Anyone, if you are interested in coming to a show tonight, come to Sonny's Bar. We have the Comedy Danger Zone featuring comedy by 5 comedians, and then we have 4 hip-hop acts. The headlining rapper, hip-hop act, because he sings as well, is Rip James. So come on out. Show starts. Doors are always open, but the whole music and comedy part will start at 7:30. It is $8 in advance. You can go online and get those cheaper ones, or $10 at the door. Again, 7:30 here at Sonny's Bar, 9728 Lackland Road. Come out, laugh, enjoy some music, and eat the best chicken wings in town. We're going to leave you guys with one last song, and it's Broadside with Summer Stained. See you guys.
I shed my skin, summer stained and temporary. It's what it is. Unpack my head on sheets well spread, call it a good read. Can't be by myself, craving attention from these fading dreams. But as you take my photo, I'm grateful, but I am not worthy. Oh no, I cannot see past my 2 front teeth. When a smile is all you ask of me, validate me or I'll give in. I'm on the edge and I'm losing grip. Can you save my life? So validate me or I'll give in. I'm on the edge and I'm losing grip. Show me how to love and not fall apart. It's getting so late, I can't sleep anyway. I want the lights on. Now just stay awake and pray I feel better when the night's gone. I know I'm hard on myself, but if I slip and fall, I'll lose my faith in everything. 'Cause everything's nothing when you're living out a hollow dream. Oh no, I cannot step past my 2 left feet when this journey brings me to mine. Validate me or I'll give in. I'm on the edge and I'm losing grip. Can you save my life? So validate me or I'll give in. I'm on the edge and I'm losing grip. Show me how to love and not fall apart. rather not fall apart.